Well, now to find out if we're actually going to go live, or if Restream is going to have other things that I'm not aware of. Okay, we're live, apparently. Let me check Twitch, too.
Yep, there it is.
For now. Oh, you're streaming on Twitch and YouTube? Or
Yeah.
Just... Oh, do you have like 2 OBSs open or something?
No, I'm using Restream.
Oh.
It doesn't look like I'm live on Twitch for some reason. Let me double
Here, let me go
check.
to your Twitch. It's just GDXter64, I want to assume.
Yeah. It says videos 1. Did it like start a stream and give up? And this is gonna make no sense watching this back, I'm sure. Why am I getting ads on my own channel, for crying out loud?
You're live on Twitch.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I am live on Twitch. Okay.
Oh yeah, I hate that about like you can get ads on your own stream. It's like, really? You should just get ad block.
No one is safe.
I'm gonna have to pay $5 a month to myself to stop it. Or what the heck? Maybe the $10 a month tier. I deserve it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
This is a pretty cool setup.
But
Like
for
a cool stream layout.
Yeah, but for those watching, I have a Twitch and I have a YouTube. You can choose now, and I do have a chat that should show up on stream, but I don't know.
I just tested it for you.
I don't know if I'm gonna be
Don't
able
know
to
if that
keep up
showed
with
up.
both at once.
Yeah, chat just showed up on the stream. Don't know if you saw it.
Well, at least at YouTube.
All right, technical stuff seems to be in order. Let me know if audio seems horrible. Those who are watching, and I will go ahead and get us started.
Oh, that's cool. Like the Twitch chat, like it shows like, you know, like how you have it set up. It
Yeah.
shows if someone's typing from YouTube or typing from Twitch.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Whoops, didn't mean to put a suspend point
Wow.
in.
Look at this guy playing on the Wii U Virtual Console. I'm just kidding.
Now, do you have the same problem I do, where you accidentally open the menu by tapping the gamepad?
Not commonly.
I swear, I do that way more than I should.
I like that we're double letterboxed. Oh well. We'll have to do. And I'm gonna have to remember what my controls are, because apparently B is A.
B is
I mean,
A.
thankfully, it's Mario 3, so you know, not the most complicated of setups.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it going. I have not played Mario 3 in a couple of years, so let's...
I haven't even beaten Mario 3.
It took me years on the GBA. I swear, when you're young, Mario 3 is a hard game.
Yeah, this was my first one, as it says in the YouTube description, and it was definitely difficult. I had a player's guide, so at least I knew what to expect.
This was
Dude, like,
generally the only 2D Mario I owned.
All like the old Mario games, like Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, and Lost Level, I've never beaten. Kind of sad.
Yeah, those were my introduction to Mario and gaming in general, so those were all among the first games I beat.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of old games, I really need to like play and beat Super Mario RPG because I've heard it's a really fun game.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm a
I mean,
2000s. I'm a 2000s
still
guy. I
Mario
didn't
RPG.
grow up with this. Oh my bad. I'm a 2000s
Yeah,
guy.
I
I
was
didn't
born-
grow up with the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I was born 97, so I think the Dreamcast was about our first console.
Yeah, literally my first console was the Nintendo Wii. I didn't grow up with the GameCube,
Oh, wow.
N64, Super Nintendo. Yeah, I have a sad life.
okay,
Yeah,
we're
not
gonna...
a bad
You know,
console to grow up on.
some people have asked me before. They're like, "Why are you playing games that came out before you were even born?" I'm like, "Hey, I can play the
Was
games
there a
I wanna
log
play."
inside or something? How
What?
dare you go back and play old games?
So we were going and setting up there the coin ship, which is a little bonus thing in,
That's what you're doing.
in Mario 3.
That extremely complicated and very cryptic feature of this game.
Yeah, so you have to match your 2 coins, the 2 digits of your coins with the last digit of your score. that is not a 0. And I managed to match other things as well. Got a plethora of 6s on the status bar.
Does the coin chip
don't
stay
you
on the
love
map
how,
until you go to it?
Yeah, it just replaces the hammer brother that was there.
Oh, that's nice.
For those that are, like, in the know about Mario 3 stuff, I would highly recommend, well, rip that. I was gonna do some unlimited one-upping. I would highly suggest checking out the GDQ race that Mitch and Grand Pooh Bear did. It was very fun to watch.
That, yeah.
Grand
watched, like,
Pooh
the
Bear
first
is
10
like
minutes of
the
that.
king of Mario Bros. Games.
I mean, Mitch is the king of Mario 3 specifically.
Yeah.
I forget if those extra coins up there were added in... There were a lot of, like, added one-ups and so forth in Mario Advance 4 specifically, and since this is the first version of the game I played, like, I get mixed up what things were actually in the original and which
Yeah,
were
when
not.
you go back to the actual NES version, things are different.
Or the Mario All-Stars version, which looks more or less identical graphically.
I was gonna say, did they use the exact same
friend actually got
backgrounds
me-
from All Stars?
Yeah.
Pretty much. They changed some of the colors, although not quite as much as like Mario Advance 2. They changed some of the colors
Yeah.
to make it stand out a little better on the GBA.
Oh yeah, talking about Grand Pooh Bear real quickly, I actually had a chance to actually meet him at one point at a speedrunning event, but unfortunately I like missed him because he, like the day I got there, he left.
Ah, dang.
Rip.
I should probably like try going to GDQ, cause it's like I think one of them's in like Herndon, Virginia.
Yeah, I think it's
And then
moving
yeah.
to. I think it's moving to Maryland, but it's.
Oh, is it? That's a shame, cause like Herndon, Virginia, that's literally like 20 minutes from where I live.
Yeah, like
That's
for
nice.
me, it's going to not be likely I ever go to AGDQ, but SGDQ, that's a little like that could probably work because
I could see going to an AGDQ eventually. Like Maryland isn't that far away from New York. It's a little out of the way.
yeah, for me the events that I like go to mostly is Calithon because it's in California and that's where I live. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be going this next year because it's going to be in SoCal, and I don't feel like if I'm gonna pay money to fly down there, or I mean I could drive there, but it's like 7 hours, so it's like But it's like if I'm gonna pay to fly to SoCal, I might as well like use that money to try and go to like SGDQ, or go to RPG Limit Break in Salt Lake City.
Yep, the good old warp whistle stuff. I probably won't be using that because, you know, gotta show off more of the game.
Oh, come on, no, this is a speed run. Do it. We were just talking about GDQ. Speed run the game now.
It's interesting how many little things were added in this version, like the little sound that plays when the inventory comes up. I just use the warp whistle because A is B. Let me reset. Frickin' A, game, don't do this to me.
Wait, I thought A was B.
It wa- Where is my start button? I guess I can't hit start here.
You're just like, well.
I don't even know if there's a soft reset button. I don't want to save. I just want to quit. You know what? Wow, game.
Dang.
Yeah, let's just start a new file. Sorry. I'll
I'm the
try
first
rushing
10
through
minutes was all
that.
for nothing.
Alright, let's not get the warp whistles this time. In case I do silly things like this again.
Oh yeah, Jay, if you're playing on Wii U, I think you could have tapped the gamepad and then reset there.
Oh yeah, there probably is, yeah. Maybe I should, show off future ones, but then, like, hit the restore point, so I don't actually, like, collect them.
Yeah, make save states.
Man, I was trying to get so many.
Restore.
I was trying to score so many points, man. You gotta show off my end card skills, assuming that they haven't like gone worse. I used to have like all of the end card puzzles memorized.
Gotta show off how good you are at the game, huh?
Oh, and I gotta get the coin chip again. Dang it, man.
How do you get the coin chip again?
You have to match up the the last two digits of your score to the last digit of... Sorry, the last digit of your score to the 2 digits of your coins.
Oh. So like the last two, like you have to like if the score was 60 coins, you need to have.
Well, like you need
Or
to have
if
like
the score was at.
you need to have like 22 coins and then score ending in a 2-0. Or so forth, 99 and 90.
Oh, okay. That's something I did not know.
At least we can go for the unlimited 1-up trick again. Sadly, no 1-up sound glitch in this game, like in the original, where if you hit B right after stomping a Goomba with the raccoon suit, it'll just randomly change the 1-up sound. It'll just play random garbage before it. Now we can actually see that hidden 1-up block that I got last time. See that it actually does exist.
Nice, like, crouch, like flutter or whatever. Not even a flutter, because that's Yoshi.
I didn't even see what you were talking about. But yeah, as I was
Like
saying before,
you were
I
flying with
accidentally
Tsuki.
used... yeah. The fun part is actually flying with a full P meter, but in duck mode. Here's like a little thing they changed in this game. This didn't normally used to have didn't have an animation. If you did that in the original version, you'd just stay in the ducking animation with no like moving tail.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out. I was just like, nice, like, duck, like, Tanuki hover or whatever. I gotta go to the secret area. Oh, never mind.
Gotta get those 8,000 points from the boomerang, bro. I'm not a speedrunner. I, for one, like seeing the match 3s. But yeah, as I was gonna say, there's a lot of little things they added, like the little sound that happens when you open your inventory here in a Toad House. They changed Mario's gloves to white instead of being just like his hands. There's a different pitch to the P-meter sound if you don't have a like flying power-up. All sorts of little tiny things. I think they moved some of the platforms around in this level as well. Like, I think this 1-up's a little bit easier to collect. Oh yeah, one thing that a lot of people don't know about this game, and like, is commonly a point of confusion, is if you hit a power-up block with a mushroom in it, or a 1-up mushroom, you'll only, like, you can choose which way it goes out. If you hit it on the left side, it'll go to the right, and if you hit it on the right side, it'll go to the left. This is one of a few levels, one per world, that gives you a special mushroom house if you manage to get a certain number of coins playing through it. I think it's 44 for this one. I forget how many I started with, but I assume I got it. You guys still there? You guys still there on commentary?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Oh,
My mic was mic was muted for a bit there.
Ah. Oh, time to try to remember how this end card goes.
Man, I'm still amazed how many little secrets they could fit into this game. With like the Toad House there.
Yeah, it was something else. And it's funny, because all the odd worlds have, like, really useful things from those. Okay, I'm trying to remember where the stars are. I think the fire flowers are in a weird pattern here. Yeah, nice.
It's the same. There's like just a couple different patterns for these, right? These
Yeah,
cards.
there's 8 different cards, and you learn to pick up certain patterns that are kind of on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, I glitched the graphics there somehow. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I've never been good at these roulettes. I have never been able to consistently do this.
Oh wow! I just saw that. You just like opened an invisible chest or something.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. I have never seen that happen before.
Man, I remember when Joel was playing this on one of his Hardcore Fridays. Somehow he got the card mini game on the start panel. He got like stuck there in a loop where as soon as he would finish the game, another one would spawn on top of him, just endlessly. I still don't know how he did that.
Was this on Advanced 4 or the All-Stars version?
The original actually. And
Oh.
yes, I think.
So I'm showing this. If you hit up here, there's a room with a warp whistle that ends the level early. I am not going to do
Yeah.
that in case I have butterfingers
Just in
on
case.
the menu again.
That was also something Joel did, and I think in one of his All-Stars Hardcore Fridays where he kept accidentally using the warp whistles wrongly, and he just had to keep restarting the game.
If I died of Boom Boom, so help me. Just got a little happy there, like going just a little early on the third one.
And what was the first game to bring him back? Was it New Super Mario Bros. Wii? Was that the one?
I don't think he was in that one. It was in U and he was in
It was the
3D
Castle
Land.
boss.
I think 3D Land happened first.
Who was the mini boss in New Super Mario Bros. Wii?
No, yeah, that's right. He may have appeared once or twice in
Forts.
Wii. Yeah.
I think so. The New Super Mario Bros. Games kind of blend in some
I
places.
remember so little about Wii. I liked Wii back in the day,
Yeah,
but I don't
that's the one
remember
I remember
anything
least
about it.
too. I liked the DS one the most, and
Yeah,
I really liked you. But
I didn't-
apparently, I don't know.
I didn't like you too much on replay,
No?
but it might be worth giving another go.
Maybe it was just the graphics or something.
Yeah, I did
Because I
like
liked that
DS
game
a
a lot.
lot, and I would gladly play that on stream one of these days.
Alright, well, I technically already left for 5 minutes because someone was at the door, but I'm actually going to head out now because, as Cloud said, I quote unquote
You have a life on the 4th of July. What a concept.
Hey, I'm not gonna judge whoever wants to play video games on 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of us like our AC. It is super hot out there
Yeah,
today, and it has been
Oh,
for
man,
the last
these
week.
heat
Wait,
advisories.
Jay, sir, how hot is it for you, where you live?
I guess not terribly hot today. I think the high in temperature is like 90 Fahrenheit, but it's
It's
just
like
Yeah, for me,
midnight.
I think the high, it's been 100 degrees Fahrenheit all week.
it's just
for
so
me.
humid here that that feels way worse
Yeah.
than it actually is in
I guess
temperature.
I guess so. The humidity for me is only, it was I don't know. It's usually only between 10 and 50. No, wait, no, 10 and 20% or something. So it's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
Yeah. Well, here, let me just say this: California is so hot, it's literally on fire everywhere. So I
Uh-huh.
win.
Well, hey, you take care. Hope you enjoy your
All right. you
4th of
too.
July.
Have fun playing video games for 4th of July.
See you.
All right. See you later.
Okay, apparently.
Yeah, the weather here has pretty much been the same as New York. Because I live in Northern Virginia. The weather's generally about the same.
Yeah, I can't really watch the chat incidentally, so let me know if someone on Twitch says something that I just might miss entirely.
On Twitch.
It'll
okay.
it'll show on the main stream if you're watching that.
Where's the link to the main stream? Is it in your...
Oh, are you not watching the YouTube stream or?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Is that the main
Well,
stream?
either way, it'll show all the messages on
Oh, okay.
on the
The
screen,
chat.
like on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Joel playing like the super fast version of Mario 3. He got this coin ship, and then
Yeah,
he just
I remember that.
warped right through the wall at the end and fell off the airship.
Man, I remember when he died in the Toad house.
Yeah.
He started cracking up. I definitely remember finding one of these when I was a kid playing it, but at the time I had no idea how obscure it was.
As if there weren't enough coins in there, like a good 1-up and a half's worth. Here, have another hidden 1-up at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, still not New Super Mario Bros. 2 in terms of coins.
Fair. Didn't someone do a run of New Super Mario Bros. 2 at GDQ this year?
Yeah, I saw that on the list. I didn't watch it though. So far, I've seen.
I think
I've
I
been
watched a
watching a
little
lot
bit of it. I was at work at the time, I think. I just
I was
remember
watching-
it was hilarious how low his life count was.
Yeah. I was watching the Skyward Sword run last night before going to sleep. It's a good run to fall asleep to.
Forgot how little bounce you get off these cannonballs. If I still had my raccoons suit, I probably could have gotten some decent points and 1-ups off of that. But alas.
You know, one of my favorite things from the Mario Super Show was how they kept the airships really, like, weirdly designed. Like, they kept the actual stage design from the game in the show. It was kind of funny to me.
Huh.
Like, it had all the gaps and things connecting the ship. It's like they paid a lot of attention to it.
Of all the random things to keep correct.
Yeah, from something from that show to get right.
Oh yeah, this game also gives you ridiculous time bonuses for fortresses and airships. It gives you 4 times the time bonus for them. I think the final level gives you like 10 times the time bonus, so if you finish it fast and then just replay the file, the second you beat a level, you're gonna get like 3 consecutive end cards.
I was gonna say, it's like the final level when you really need all those points, huh?
Yeah, and the end cards appear every 80,000 points, so it is score that triggers them.
Every time I play Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I realize how that game did not design its time bonus points well.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like a lot
the
of
time bonus takes longer than the
That's in like speed runs, but I mean, like, if you're playing casually, levels will generally take like 3 minutes or more. So it's like, if you're playing normally, you'll almost always just get the lowest time bonus possible. Like, they didn't design it around the game very well.
Oh yeah, they also added a bonus tune, a bonus room tune for this game, much like they did for the ones in Mario 1 in All-Stars.
Yeah.
We got to hear it for exactly no time whatsoever.
Yeah, there'll be more.
Yep. Oh, wrong
There's
pipe.
one of those bonus rooms is mandatory in one of the later fortresses, if I remember.
Yeah.
The World 7, where it's like that weird castle where all the traps are like gone. And you have to find that secret pipe in the ceiling.
Yeah. You could still die in the one lava pit, or just from running out of time.
Yeah. That's such a bizarre level, but I kind of love that one.
I need to just stop taking these end cards at some point, because I'm just gonna run out of inventory space.
But isn't the inventory like crazy large in Mario 3?
It's pretty big. Yeah, I should have known. That's not where that was.
I know they shortened it in some of the new Super Mario Bros. Games, where you only get like 1 row, I think, of power-up space.
Yeah. Which one was it that did that? New Super Mario U was the one that only had 10 slots. I think we let you have like 99 of each item, so you could just stack them to the heavens.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was you. There's like one bar, and that's all you get.
Yeah. I promise I will get this roulette at least once. Because another thing they added in this game from the original is that if you win the roulette game, you get a version that has like better bonuses, like a 7-up or a 10-up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then if you win 3 in a row, then based on how good the matches you put together were, I think there was a 1-up that I've totally forgotten the location of. Nope, never mind. I haven't forgotten the location of it.
Yeah, I actually remember. I pretty much save scummed one of the roulette game one time when I was younger.
Yeah.
Just kept restarting till I got the best one. It's like if you win, there's like a leaf on there.
Yeah, for the 7-up.
A 5-up. Oh, is it 7-up?
7-up. Yeah, the stars normally. Oh, drat! I should have gotten those coins. There was a blue mushroom house in this level. Only get you an anchor, so that's not too much of a loss.
Yeah, the most useful item.
It's funny, because the harder ones, like World 2 and 6, those are probably the hardest ones. Well, no, I guess World 7's probably the hardest. We'll see that when we get to it.
If you lose the airship.
No, I was just saying, like, for the blue mushroom houses, the ones in World 1, 3, and 5 are the easiest to get, and they give you P-Wings. Whereas the ones in 2 and 6, which are quite a bit harder, give you anchors, which are worthless.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one in 7,
I thought you were talking about, like... I thought you were talking about, like, the anchor, using that if you lose the airship.
Yeah, that's basically... Yeah, that's the only use they have.
It's like, some worlds, that can be really useful, depending on where the airship goes. Especially World 5. 'Cause I think that airship can travel between the ground world and the cloud world.
Yeah.
And I think that forces you to replay that, tower stage.
Yeah, if you have to go back up, you have to replay the tower. Wow.
Yeah.
That was just
Like,
bad.
wow, that's a pain.
This room was longer than I remembered it being, and I nearly died.
Yeah, not quite that, spike ceiling room from the previous fort.
But yeah, for the roulette game, if you... Normally there's a mushroom, flower, and star that give you 2, 3, and 5-up, respectively. If you win it, you get a leaf on there instead of the star that gives you 7-up.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you win that, you get a 3 on there that gives you a 10-up.
And that's 9-up. Oh yeah, it's 10-up. And then
if you win that, then you get one that only has one kind of
It's
symbol
all
on it.
three.
Well, it depends on what you
Wasn't
get.
it all threes?
It depends
Oh, okay.
on what the symbols you matched were. It could be
For
all
me, it was all
mushrooms.
threes.
I've gotten all mushrooms before. Alright.
It was only all threes though, because I say scummed it. I just wanted to see what the roulette would do if I kept winning.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever legitimately, like, just as part of a normal run, gotten more than one in a row.
I don't think you're ever going to be doing that.
What is the point of this star, man? Yeah, you don't actually have to fly up here. You can get up here without flying. If memory serves, there are some note blocks that can bounce you up there.
Oh, really?
Let me try to find them. Well, now we have to hope that that's true. It's like above one of these. Oh.
Yeah, if those weren't there, you probably wouldn't be able to beat the level.
Well, I honestly don't remember where those are, actually, so I guess we're just gonna beat this. Not that it matters, I mean, we already got maximal use out of that P-switch, basically.
Now, is it me or do these fake block enemies have weird hitboxes sometimes?
In terms of you hitting them, or vice versa?
In terms of you hitting them, though that might be more the NES version. Because there was one time when Joel was playing, he literally jumped square on top of it, but he just died. I don't know how that happened.
Maybe if he was jumping at the same time it was jumping, like they cover enough distance that it becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm. It's just seemed to be a weird hitbox with them sometimes.
So the real trick here is somehow bringing a Hammer Brother suit backward in time to kill the sun here. And
Man, what don't hammers kill in this game? I'd like to know.
I don't know what the point of this tornado is. This is literally the only thing like it in the game.
I got stuck here then when I first played it as a kid.
Dang it, I was trying to kill him with a shell. If you take like a running leap back to the beginning, how does this guy keep respawning? It's like it really wants me to kill the sun. And this guy respawns too. Normally enemies don't do that in this game.
No, they don't. Huh. Didn't know that.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna die
so-
because that's a lame way to do this stage. Or maybe not! Dang, it took me forever to fall to the bottom
Oh,
of
wow,
that.
nice shot. Dang.
Yeah, just showing that off. I'm gonna get some of these stars out of the way. I'm never gonna need like 11 stars in my inventory.
Man, I'm sad this enemy never came back. I love the angry sun. I think I saw like a new Super Mario Bros. Hack that did though.
Yeah, newer Super Mario
They brought
Brothers
back
had
the
it in it.
sun. Yeah. I haven't really watched much of it, but I sometimes got some of those videos in my suggestions. It looks really good.
Yeah, I need to play that as well one of these times. I as well as newer Super Mario Brothers DS, I suppose.
Like, they put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah, they're making a new version of the Wii one, I think, so I'll probably wait until they do that. But yeah, I was always so afraid of the Angry Sun's, like, arcs being so hard to predict.
Yeah.
Until I found out it's, like, literally exactly the same arc, and it's you messing with the scrolling of the screen that's making it look
Yeah, that's
weird.
what that's what messes you up.
This is exactly the same map as last time. Now it is actually a memory game.
Dang.
It's like,
Actually having to memorize it. Yeah, I got stuck on that tornado on that stage. When I first played it, I didn't know what to do.
so many mushrooms. I do not need this many mushrooms. I find it funny just like how little the fire flower is used in this game. Just,
Yeah, it really is. Just take a back seat
like it's
to the
I think
raccoon leaf.
I guess the fortress in World 1 is the first level you get one in. Whereas in Super Mario World, they start you off with only fire flowers in the first world. I think there's a P
feel like
switch
the
here,
fire
and I'm
flower in
forgetting where it is. Sorry.
The fire flower in general kind of took a back seat in all the later 2D games, it seems.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it was one of 2 power-ups in Mario World, so, you know, a little more use there.
I mean, it was still one of the main ones in the first new Super Mario Brothers, and really all the new Super Mario Brothers games.
Yeah, DS. I don't know, I felt like in, like, Wii and U, I was using, you know, the other ones more. Like the propeller suit, or the penguin suit, or the ice flower. Can we get an ice flower that uses the Ice Mario look from Galaxy, but with the same abilities from the new Super Mario Bros. Games? I always liked the Galaxy design for Ice Mario.
Yeah, it's a shame that those are basically only used for little like mandatory puzzles for stars in that game.
Power-ups, yeah, power-ups in quotes in the Galaxy games. So I still say Cloud Mario acts like a regular power-up kind of would.
Yeah, Cloud Mario is pretty cool. Oh. If I wanted to wait around for like 200 in-game seconds, these chain chomps eventually break free.
Yeah, I didn't know that until Joel showed that off.
They have to strain like 50 times or something ridiculous to do that.
Still, I love just random details like that in games.
I love hitboxes. I feel like that happens a lot in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Sideswiping an enemy and also getting hit at the same time.
Are those piranha plant finds usually red?
Uh,
But they're always green.
it may depend on the world. It may just be a palette thing. Because the
Yeah,
pipes are
probably.
red here, too. They are not normally red.
Man, Sonic games would have some really fun glitches with palettes and all that if you use debug mode sometimes.
Yeah, this game was certainly very challenging back in the day, but it's funny how much you can just breeze through it once you learn where all the secrets are
Yeah.
and get somewhat... Like, I feel like I'm already getting my sea legs back with these physics.
You already have like 3 rows of power-ups.
Well,
So,
I mean,
you know,
that's mostly just from end cards.
yeah. It's like, I think you're doing pretty good here. I probably wouldn't be that good. It's been a long time since I played Mario 3. Even knowing still some of the fire details. I actually went back and played the original Super Mario Bros. The All-Stars version. Just to say I've beaten the first Mario game. It was
Yeah.
pretty hard for me.
Yeah, so the thing about the hammers you get in your inventory, literally any place you're standing next to a rock, you can break it, even if it really doesn't look like it should do anything. I guess except if there's a path on the other end, which
Oh,
you
okay.
don't know there is there, because it's at the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
There's a tree there.
I thought you were about to say, like, you can break any of those other rocks on the map there.
No,
You're standing next to them.
not quite any of them.
Like, boy, that'd be a waste.
Actually, I want to show this off.
The warp whistle.
No, like, the Fire Brothers animation timer resets, and he spits another fireball, like, if you pause in the middle of it. So you could get him to spit, like, 4 in a row. Alright, let's fight fire with fire. I hope he doesn't have flash fire. Well, let's fight fire with invincibility. That always works. At least that whistle is far enough down in the inventory, I'm unlikely to trigger it by accident. Yeah, and I don't like using music boxes, they just put the Hammer Brothers on the overworld to sleep, so I'm just gonna waste that
Yeah.
now.
I tend to forget I even have those.
Frog suits are unfortunate, because there's so many levels that I want to show them off in, because they are kinda useful in a lot of different levels, but there's only so many
Yeah,
you
I
get
like
in
the
the
frog
game.
suit.
Like, I guess all of the special suits are kinda like that in this game. Which is pretty
Like a
cool.
finite number to 'em.
It's pretty cool. Well, first death. Totally unnecessary. I feel like I always come into this level small.
Yeah, same. I remember having trouble with this stage.
Probably just because of the Fire Brothers, because they're the only challenging thing on this side of the map. Well, I guess 2-5 can be a little hard, but you're gonna get like a power-up from the bonus room, possibly 2.
There aren't many Fire Bros in this game, are there?
Nope, they're in that one overworld place and exactly one other level.
In World A, right?
Yeah.
One of those stages where the hands drag you down.
Dang it, I needed that power-up to get to like a 1-up in the bonus room. I guess we'll just have to go without seeing it. Shoutouts to the original version of this, where you could totally see this invisible block because the stars in the background were a different color.
Oh wow, I should look that up. For some reason, as a kid, I always thought the background here was like made of potatoes.
Never mind, I can still make it to the top. No, I don't remember above which of these the 1-up is hidden. I guess the 5th from the right.
Now, are there Hammer Brothers in normal stages, like, at all? Or are they just confined to
I don't think
world
there
maps?
are in this game. At least other than the one. Not like the original or lost levels where they'll just appear wherever they
Yeah.
so please.
Uh-huh.
They've been pretty much relegated to bonus fights in virtually every
Yeah.
other game. Here's a nice
Probably
little bonus
for
they
a good
added.
reason.
Although Boomerang Brothers appear in several other stages,
gonna
especially in the
say-
early worlds for some reason.
It's like, there was one in World 1, wasn't there?
Yeah, 1-3.
That's pretty early.
Alright, I think we could probably get through this without a hit, but let's not waste our time, just in case.
Yeah, I don't remember Boomerang Bros in like any of the new Super Mario Bros. Games off the top of my head.
If memory serves, there's
I
like
don't remember them appearing.
there's one in the
games.
in the desert world in New Super Mario Brothers. I don't
Mm.
remember about games after that. Just
Uh-huh.
like there's only one in Thousand Year Door.
Is that the only one in the whole game? Yeah, I guess it is.
Likewise with Fire Bro. And good riddance. Like Fire Bro is so bad in Thousand Year Door. Like
Yeah, when they're at low health.
well, it's just good they only do 1 damage because that thing is super hard to guard. Yeah. If this weren't an auto-scroller, it'd be really fun to try to, like, bullet combo these bullets.
Yeah. If I were to give my... Just speaking as my personal opinion, that's kind of the reason I'm not into Mario 3 as much as the others was scrollers. I don't really like them that much.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it much. Like,
I mean, this was the first game to have them, so you know,
Yeah.
they're kind of everywhere.
look, we can do 2-directional
I mean, any better in future
scrolling.
games. So I'd probably say, quote him,
But
even that game had.
you're cutting out a lot. Like, are you
Oh,
just
am I?
letting up on the button too early?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, what did you just say?
Yeah, I was saying it's like Yoshi's Island is probably my favorite 2D Mario game, quote unquote Mario game, but even that game had some pretty miserable.
Yeah, I could never get behind, well, frankly, I haven't played Yoshi's Island, at least past the first couple of stages. I never cared for the collectathon nature of it, but,
Yeah, I mean, you only do that if you hate yourself.
but yeah, I've heard that it's, well, I know it's got a lot of really non-linear and, like, really long auto-scrolling sections, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's well
I mean,
designed and all.
One of the last levels. the level. It's just an auto scroller.
Yeah, I go back and forth between this and World as to which my favorite is.
Everyone says World 4, usually.
No, between this, this and Super Mario World, this game. Which is my
Oh, okay.
favorite.
I thought you were saying Wii is your favorite.
No, world-wise in this game, it's definitely between 6 and 7. I like my ice worlds. People can hate on them all they want.
Yeah.
I love my ice worlds.
I never had a huge problem with World 6 in this game.
Come
I
on,
definitely
man.
did with World 7. World 7 is really hard, in my opinion.
Yeah, somewhere in here is a 1-up. And somewhere in here is the potential to bounce yourself right into that volcano, Lotus.
I really like Mario 3's underwater theme. I'm surprised it doesn't get remixed much.
They remixed it in Thousand Year Door, of all things, didn't they? It was like the underwater Super Bowser Bros. Level theme. Maybe it wasn't.
I thought
Why
that
am I
was just-
thinking? Yeah,
thought
it
that was
wasn't
just the
actually. Why am I thinking that?
Water theme. I know what you're probably in Super Paper Mario, the tile bowl stage. I always thought that sounded a lot like the Mario 3 underwater music.
Yeah, it kinda does. Oh, I guess while Yuri is watching on Twitch, I don't know what that one level is. There's several that could be called that one level from World 7. Like, I like it in spite of its that one levels, difficulty-wise. Good night, is this the same map again? Okay, no, this is the other 10 coin one.
The one water level in World 7 was really hard when I was a kid.
Yeah, that...
The dang jellyfish.
Yeah, and that's just another issue of, like, perception, where it's like, boy, those things chase you all around.
Yeah.
No, actually, they
Yeah.
just stay in place.
I thought he was talking about, like, that one level from this world. I was like, he's probably talking about the giant cheap.
Okay, no, yeah, the auto-scrolling water level. Yep, that's the one that everyone hates. And yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't say I kind of don't like that one either. It's not like Super Mario... Like, if you swim... Like, if the swimming was more like Super Mario World swimming, I would dislike it less.
What's the swimming in Mario World more like?
You can move up or... Like, you can hold up or down to basically do the same swimming action, but, like, put a lower or higher cap on your vertical speed. So you have a lot more control if you hold down. Like, you're virtually guaranteed not to bonk your head on something you don't want to. I swear there's a one-up here. Where did I miss it? There was! How did I not hit that? Wow, am I gonna die here? Really? Yep, because I badly timed that get out of water. Yeah, this level is one of the more obnoxious early game ones. Always for me. Like, I spent plenty of time bad at this game where
Yeah, pretty much.
I spent plenty of time bad at this game where I would just try to warp to worlds 2 through 7 with warp whistles and just get as far as I could in them. This was always the one that got me in World 3 for the longest time. Not the boss bass level. I couldn't get to it.
You don't have the... You don't... Boy, that's gonna be a pain. It's pretty much designed around keeping the star. I can never remember the name of the giant fish either in each game. Like in one of the games it's Boss Bass and in another one it's Big Bertha.
Yeah.
Or something.
If you heard there, I collected some coins off screen. There's actually a 1-up up there. I think that might be exclusive to this version. But I couldn't get it because I literally never have a flying power-up in this level. Because fire flowers are just way more useful for a lot of World 3.
It's strange how they went out of their way to add more 1-ups.
The funny thing about this game, I actually had the e-reader for this back in the day with the few levels that we actually did get. But, like, more importantly, or I guess more pertinently, alrighty then, I was expecting that to break. Forgot there was a P-switch there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's an orange E-switch that basically makes, fireballed enemies drop a coin like they do in Super Mario World. And if you kill enemies that way, then they never respawn, and that includes Boss Bass. So you can...
that's interesting.
So if you had that E-switch, you could make it so that he would never respawn. It was quite good. If I'm remembering correctly, at least. Maybe I'm thinking of, figuring out you could do that by caping Porcupuffer in Super Mario World. We're gonna go for the 1-up. And we're gonna fail. Miserably, as per usual. Alright, we'll give this one more go. Yeah, if you keep going past that pipe, there's a 1-up further out.
Yeah, I remember that. Joel was trying to get that. Man, there was a really hidden 1-up in the World 5 Tower stage.
Oh yeah, the one that you have to fly over the ceiling for?
Or break all those blocks.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's but I'm still amazed it's hidden there.
That worked out. Yeah, and also a little known fact, if you leave the tower, like go back down to the ground, there's a hidden one-up in one of the blocks in that little tiny, like, area you pass through. There's like a little one-screen thing you go through.
Huh. If you're going back down the tower, there's another, like, kind of stage area to it?
Yeah,
it's
just one screen and then a pipe.
Oh.
But there's a one-up in one of the blocks near that pipe.
Thankfully, I don't usually have to go back down the tower. When's the earliest you can get a Hammer Bro suit?
I don't think until World 6. Unlike the
Yeah, that's
Tanuki,
what I was thinking.
that you have a couple opportunities to get in World 4. That one you're locked until then.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is...
Are there any stages where there's a Hammer Bro suit in a block? Like I'm trying to...
there's a couple where there's one in a big block.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
They're both not levels I would usually go out of my way to get it in. But I will try to show them off.
This fort was a pain. Trying to find the right door.
It's the third floor. It's the third one, man. You just have to hit the one-frame trick to get in it.
Yeah, I remember that speedrunning trick.
I'm gonna try it. I've never actually done it successfully. Not like there's a big time loss if I don't get it right. Alright. I think there's a power-up down here, so we'll get that at the very least. And, as always, I'm probably looking on the wrong side of the screen for it. Nope, there it is. Yeah, sadly you cannot use your tail underwater like you can the cape in Super Mario World. Oh wow, they give you 2 power-ups in this room. That's very nice of them, given that those respawn, if memory serves.
The cape is pretty obscene for, you know, not just for gliding, but as an attack, it's really good.
I probably could have gone in any door with that P meter, come to think of it. Then just flown. Yeah, one of these days I'll get the one-frame trick on door 3, but until then, door 6 it is.
Man, I remember, I think it was 3D Land for Boom Boom Land.
You're still cutting out a lot, Cloudy Canine, by the way.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I'm like barely hearing you. I don't know whether that's a Discord connection issue, or if you're just not getting picked up correctly on the mic.
Yeah.
The downward bump you get from power-up blocks is so ridiculous. Thankfully, this game subscribes to the Super Mario World notion you should actually get the power-up that you get if you pick one up when small. In the original Super Mario 3, I'm pretty sure that would have given me a mushroom. No idea why that is. Oh, right, I forgot this one had a secret area. Yeah, you can swim into this pipe here if you have a frog suit, and there's a block with 3 one-ups in it. But alas,
Oh, that's neat.
I only have 1 at the moment anyway, so there are cooler things to show off in later levels. There's also one up here that I can't get because I don't, or I think that's a 10 coin block actually, but I can't get it because I don't have a raccoon suit, so mutually exclusive missable things. Thankfully I can get that one up regardless. Nice. Posthumous fire kill. We'll post the fire flowers.
I'm trying to remember which game it was. I'm trying to remember which game. I don't know if it was Super Paper Mario, but one of the water stages had like a whirlpool that dragged you down, but one of them was a secret room. If you fall down it.
Yeah, the first new Super Mario Brothers had a room like that. It was surrounded by bricks at the base.
Mario Bros?
It's possible that they did that in other games as well.
I don't know. Super Paper Mario secret rooms.
Well, that was... I just love how in my Super Paper Mario playthrough, like earlier this year, I found like an area I had never seen before in a couple of levels.
Where was that?
I think in 5.3 there was just some random area I accidentally fell into.
I don't know if I know about that. The 5.3 has, if I remember.
Yeah. One interesting thing about this game is the Hammer Brothers movement on the overworld is kind of random. And, depending on if they land on a very specific tile, and I don't know where this tile is, it's just a random tile on each of the world maps, then there are power-ups that'll appear in their little stage, but only if they land on that one tile.
Yeah. I always thought it was the Hammer Bros themselves, you know, that determine if there's a power-up in that stage.
Yeah, no,
Not the tile.
It's their position on the map. Oh, that was early. No, it wasn't. I swear this game just cheats. Like, I don't know how those both ended up as a flower. I hit them absolutely nowhere near each other. I've still got way too many stars, so I'm just gonna burn one.
Isn't this world map like based on Japan or something?
Yeah, and we'll see
Like
that
where
in a
the
sec here.
castle is?
Yeah, here's the mushroom aisle here, and we get to swim right through it. And then, if you go over here to where the castle is, it's Japan. But can't really dock there, unfortunately. It'd be cool if you could skip half the world that way.
Yeah, they thought ahead.
Shoot, I think I just Okay, no. I used the Starman. Good. For a sec, I thought I just overwrote a frog suit with that. Let's continue using items so we don't overwrite good ones in the last slot.
Don't want to lose that P-Wing.
Robbie, I'm playing on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Yeah, real quick, let me leave the call and join it again. My mic, Annie.
Alright.
I don't know why. Sometimes it usually.
I'll go back and see what we actually missed here. Not much. Just this, if I remember correctly.
Alright, hopefully that does.
Hopefully that Yeah, it sounds like not. Sadly. I mean, I wouldn't mind. It's just unfortunately it's gonna be on the final stream like this too.
What I needed.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the Lakitus in this game is they throw spiny eggs that never hatch. They just sort of roll around on the ground. And those can be even more annoying than the spinies.
Now that enemy was always weird to me. The Paragoomba that drops like small Goombas.
Yeah. I always used to think they made Mario heavier, but it turns out they just put an invisible block above his head so you can't jump with them.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Okay, I don't remember where this is. This is one of the few maps I definitely don't remember.
Man, I always thought Lakitus were like about as bad as Hammer Bros as far as challenging enemies go.
I just hit the same 20 coins. Nope. Rip. I'll have to do the rest of that map some other time. And here we have the Sky Auto-Scroller in the water world. Everyone's favorite stage.
This world, or levels within the world sometimes.
Nice. The double bank shot kill. I love that you can hit item
Yeah,
blocks
really.
off screen more easily in this game than you can in the original. It's probably just a function of the Game Boy Advance having a smaller screen.
Yeah, it just seemed like the 2D games had bigger hitboxes for like everything.
Yeah. Oh, 2D as opposed to what? Like as
Yeah,
as
good
opposed
point.
to the modern 2D games, or like?
Like re-releases.
Oh.
Like there's like a Piranha Plant Mario Bros.
Yeah.
Jump
Yeah.
Future releases.
Yeah, I guess that's a weird thing. Like, in the original version, and I think also... Oh, didn't even notice that fire flower. I think also in the deluxe version, yeah, Piranha Plants have very small hit boxes. Basically just at their base. But they made them bigger in All-Stars for no reason. Did not mean to do that. We'll show off this bonus area. Is there... Wow. Note block physics.
There's the enemy appearing in all the recent like spin-off Mario games. The spikes there.
Oh yeah, it's weird how big spikes have become a thing recently.
Party 10 in the Mario Tennis game for some bizarre reason. You know, it took me like forever to realize this, but I think Tolstar and Superstar Saga is supposed to be one of those.
Yeah, like the Clubbas and the Spikes and I guess Tolstar.
Yeah, the spikes, whatever.
They're all the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know why I never like connected the dots there, but that's what he does in the boss fight. You know, I always wondered if Tolstar was like an actual like border guard, or is he just some random monster around there?
He doesn't exactly have the air of professionalism, but like, I mean, he convinces the guards, so clearly he must be
Yeah,
somewhat in the know.
That's what I always thought. I was like, it just seemed like he was like in cahoots with the guards or something. So that's what I always thought as a kid.
By the way, I love the little detail where
I was like, oh,
when you come out of that pipe there, a little tiny particle effect shows up, as if like you just like rinsed out, like just sort of dripped some water, like when you land on the
yeah,
ground.
I saw that.
I don't remember if that was in previous versions or not. Reminds me of another sprite, quote-unquote, that was exclusive to this version that I hope I remember to talk about if it becomes relevant later. I really should have left that guy alive. Yeah, this is another one of those Blue Mushroom House levels. Thankfully, in the
Those bars
original...
with the-
Sorry?
I was gonna say that those bars with the booze on them are trapped with the games.
Alrighty then. That was a death. Yeah, but I was gonna say, this is another one of those Blue Mushroom House levels, and
Yeah.
thankfully, this game, unlike the original version, lets you get as many coins as you can possibly get out of a 10-coin block before it breaks, whereas the original hard capped you to 11.
Didn't know that.
So it's a lot easier to hit the coin targets in this version, in any one that involves 10 coin blocks. I really shouldn't have gone down here with the water this low.
Yeah, I have 64 giant fish enemies, but I think it's only in one world. I don't think I've ever died to it.
I've definitely died once or twice, when they just come from off-screen.
Like, it's only in Tiny Huge Island, from what I remember.
Now, dang it, game, you'd better not give me... Oh, never mind, the end card only had, like, one item left anyway. Oh, I guess it had two. Oh, now I remember the shape of the mushrooms in this. Yeah, I learned all these maps first by, like, 10 coins are almost always at that same diagonal pattern, unless they're, like, directly across from each other. Then I learned the mushroom patterns, the flower patterns, and I just sort of learned the rest of it, or just play it by ear from there. I forgot the mushroom pattern for that one.
Of course, you could always just have a guide pulled up just in case.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? When one already
Yeah,
has
right.
an inventory of 36 items. I hope this doesn't get rid of my... It did get rid of my fire flower. Why would you do that, game? I was just trying to clear up inventory space. Yeah, this has, like, the mother of one-up tricks. But only if I can manage to keep this, raccoon leaf long enough. Which I didn't, so we're gonna die and show it again. I think there's only one in the level, too.
Does Mario World have like a infinite one-up trick?
I mean, you can hit infinite enemies, underwater if you jump on them repeatedly.
Oh,
So,
didn't know
sort
that.
of.
It just seems like almost every Mario game has some infinite one-up trick somewhere. Even 3D World.
I jumped right into that. Frickin' A, I want to show this off, because this kind of ridiculous amount of... Like, the guidebook tells you about this, and this takes so much setup to do. I think I may have killed the Koopa at the beginning last time anyway, so it's just as well. You need the Koopa to do it. Wow, that was a weird landing there. I'm gonna break more bricks this time. Yeah, also bob-ombs. They're a thing. It's weird that they reappear in this game. Because...
They're not in many levels, from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, until World 8, they're pretty... Dang it, man! One of these times, I swear.
Were they in the first Mario Bros? Bob-ombs?
It's unlimited one-ups, but you have to spend like 4 tries... Take 4 tries to set it up, so it's kind of pointless. Yeah, no, bob-ombs were originally from Mario 2, which is kind of why it's weird that they're back in this
okay.
game. Well, I did not mean to hit that. Okay, I'm only gonna give this a few more tries. We're not gonna spend 10 lives trying to get, like, a few more than 10. I guess I could use the P-Wing if I
So
wanted
long
to
as
be
you
really
profit.
cheap. It's just so easy to take, like, unexpected hits from these bullet bill blasters. I'm gonna wait for him to walk back over here. Okay, that's the majority of the setup. I don't need the leaf anymore. Just gonna get some extra power-ups for safety, and now I have to bounce back up there, I realize.
Yeah, backtracking can be a little hard in these levels.
I hope I can get back up there. If not, then I've just failed the setup yet again. Yep. Alright, last try. Thankfully, I have, like, 2 billion fire flowers. This is gonna be more deaths than I get in the rest of the playthrough. I guess, strictly speaking, you don't need the leaf for this, but it just makes it a lot easier to deal with. Shoot. Not what I meant to do. At least we
Yeah, I'm
hit
kind
him.
of just, I'm kind of just watching just to see what this trick is.
I'm so afraid I'm gonna get... Dang it, I'm trying to set it up, but it's not working, because I keep taking hits, like, or keep kicking it too early. Basically, the idea is there are 2 ground-level cannons here. Wow, really? So you could just kick a shell there and get infinite lives from it.
I see.
Then you just sit there and watch him rack up. Unless you kill the Koopa like that, then I think that basically makes it impossible to do. Well, we've talked about it at least. That's good enough.
That's something.
Alrighty. That was a colossal waste of time. It even shows like a little, if you get like more than 10 lives by doing it, it'll show a little banner across the screen after you stop getting them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mario Advance 2 had something like that too, although there's not very many cases where you can get 10 lives at once in that game. I think the
Yeah, I was
only
gonna
way
say.
you can get it is from either a silver coin chain or one particular level. I think it's Star World 3, they added a bunch of Yoshi coins at the end, so you can turn those into little coins and get like 14 lives when you finish the level.
What are silver coins?
From the silver P-switch.
Oh, those, yeah. I always forget about those.
Well, sorry for that colossal waste of time. Well, let's get on to playing the game
A
normally.
learning experience.
How did I ever have... How is it I found that trick easier to set up than the jumping on Goombas trick? When I first was playing this game.
Didn't they change what the kings turn into? Like what creature they turn into?
Yeah, they were just generic animals for the most part in the first game, except the 7th one, which is a piranha plant, which makes sense, because it's pipe
Yeah.
phase. But in this game, they'll turn into various Mario enemies, mostly from Mario 2 or World.
Or World 7, I think it's just a Yoshi.
Yeah. Well, I thought for sure I hit that block on the other side. Oh, now we gotta chase down the airship. And I suppose there's all this gameplay around, like, oh, what if you, like, died and don't want to have to redo all the levels? Well, you can skip some levels, but you might have to beat them to get to the airship. I wouldn't know, because I always wanted to try to beat them all.
I definitely would know.
And I don't think in this game, like, in the original game, it resets your progress for the entire world if you get a game over.
Yeah, it does.
In this game, I think it only resets you to the last save point, so like the last fortress.
Yeah.
The idea
Yeah,
was...
when Joel was when Joel was playing, he definitely found that out the hard way.
Alright, we've used all the free mushrooms. Time to stop being bad. We used like most of them on 3.9 to be fair. But yeah.
Does every airship have a power-up right before the warp pipe?
Very few do. And I think some of those were added in this. I think just
yeah, I was
like...
gonna say, it was probably that.
The third and the fourth might be the only ones. Most of them just have one fairly early on, maybe a second later on. Yeah, the only thing that makes losing all of your progress for the world not horrible is the locks from beating fortresses stay gone. So you can usually get through most of the world to the castle without having to do any of the levels again. And likewise with World 8, like all of the one-time things like the battleship and so forth
Yeah,
stay
the ships
gone.
and tanks go away. I remember that at least.
I was thinking this was a later airship that had more... Like this power-up here, I'm almost positive was added in this game, because Wendy is such a pain.
Yeah. I kind of wish all the bosses were as unique as Wendy and Lemmy.
I mean, Wendy really isn't that bad, you just literally cannot, like, try to jump on her early, or you will get hit. This Lemmy is like the exact opposite. You can jump on him practically any time, and even if he shoots a ball at you, you might still be fine.
He's at least the most fun boss, in my opinion.
Yeah. And it's interesting how you're introduced to the, also, how fitting that the king of Japan is Mario.
Yeah. I never thought about that.
But, what was I gonna say?
I'm sure if Vinny was playing, he'd come up with some lore about how that's some other third Mario brother. just come up with something.
Aunt Bertrude.
That's my favorite ad-lib. I love that.
Oh man, the animation of that Mario Ramirez did,
that one is
so good. Is where if I were Vinny,
like
I would pause the stream and show it.
Stream.
Oh yeah?
He did another one during like the double dash corruption. He did some ad-lib about Wario's cousin who didn't fix his cart right because one of the wheels was corrupted. Ugh, so good.
Here we are in World 4. One of the favorites of most people, I imagine.
For me, it was probably just because it was easy.
Yeah.
It's really
World 4 was the only one I ever made decent progress in, warping forward.
Because everything's easier to jump on.
4 and 5. 5 wasn't too bad at the beginning. And then you get to the sky section, and then it's impossible. Then you have like 5, 6, which was always one of the harder the Parabeetle one. That was one of the hardest ones to learn how to play.
I was always glad they brought those back though in one of the new Super Mario Bros. Games.
Yeah, they brought them back to their old design and not the new Super Mario Brothers-ized Buzzy Beetle design. I like how the Koopa shell turns... Oh, never mind! I feel like there was some version of the game the Koopa shell turns to a normal-sized shell if you go through a pipe with it.
Maybe the NES one?
Perhaps. That's also a new area at the end of the level that wasn't in the original game. I was going to show it off, but I lost my raccoon suit. There's like a hidden P-switch in the air.
Never knew about that. Though to be fair, there's a lot of this game I still don't know.
Yeah, and that ending section's in most of the levels in World 4, so I can show it off at least once, probably. Yeah, here's where if I didn't use the hammer in World 2 or 3, I could get a Tanuki suit early. But alas, I didn't. Or I did use it. To get a warp whistle I'll never use.
Yeah, lol Yuri in the chat. I like World 4 at first, but then you realize it's basically just an easier World 1.
Dang it, I'm trying to show off the anchor! I think I got all of the P-switch coins. Yeah, this one you have to get 30 coins. I forget what I started the level with. I think I got all the coins in it, so we're probably fine. Oh, now I can show off the... Oh, with the P-switch thing, we'll definitely be fine! I did not know about this until I think it was the MushroomKingdom.net did like a comparison of this game and the older versions. Yeah, I don't think the guidebook mentioned this at all.
Oh wow.
So if I didn't have 30 coins before that, now I definitely do.
I mean, to be fair, looking for secrets in Mario 3 is basically just fly up everywhere and see if there's something up there.
Oh, sweet. I can get the anchor and then immediately overwrite it with the item in that item house.
Yeah.
Because I am probably not going to use it. Hopefully I won't, like, die as many times as I did on the World 3 airship in any future ones. Not going to promise anything. Oh, nice. That is a good item to replace it with. So we have 3 frog suits. Just trying to think ahead.
But where are you gonna use them next?
I want to use 1 in 4-4 for sure. And 1 in 7-2, but we'll see how many extras we get. 6-9 would be a good one to have one in, but that may be the only other one I get to use.
I'm glad you can remember all the levels off the top of your head. I sure can't.
Yeah, this was my first Mario game, and probably my most often Mario game.
Yeah.
That's a lie, actually. It was definitely Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. But, I definitely have
I can remember some of them.
This game a zillion times, so even not having played it but once in the last, like, 5 years, probably, I still remember where most things are. I can tell you what any level is.
It's more just the larger worlds. I have a hard time remembering, like 5 and 6.
Yeah, like, the earlier worlds are pretty short and the levels are pretty distinct. Like, 6, 2, and 3 look pretty similar. Oh, what the heck, we'll get the P-switch again. Even though that probably cost us a star. It wouldn't have, but I turned around. Oh well. Yeah, here's yet another place you could use a hammer to skip the fortress. It's interesting just how many places you can use hammers to skip like a particular level that you would just not really be likely to have a hammer.
I always forget places to use the hammer, besides the obvious World 2 one.
And the World 3 one.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing, like, the 2 one if you know about it, and the 3 one are such obvious places that, like, you're very unlikely to ever use one in World 4.
Yeah.
Because you only get 2 before this, unless you I don't think you can bank them from game overs. I think you lose your items when you game over. Hey, we get to show off the fireball kill. This is before every boss took like 10 to 20 hits to kill with a fireball.
What, in later games?
Yeah. Basically just the new Super Series, I guess. And Mario Maker. I love it when you get thrown into back-to-back Sledge Bro fights because there's 3 of them moving around on the map at once.
Yeah.
And then your P-Wing gets overwritten with a Lakitu cloud. We'll try this one more time. Well, I mean, we're gonna try it a lot of more times. I can't guarantee I'll ever get anything from it.
I distinctly remember as a kid, I always thought the P-Wings, I thought there was like a hand, like not a wing. It was like a finger kind of pointing to the top right. Man, when you're a kid, you see like sprites very strangely.
Yeah, again, remind me when we get to World 6 for a particular one if I manage to show it off. Yeah. Here's another frog-only secret exit, or secret area that just has a couple of P-switches. You'd think this would be where they put the blue mushroom house, since there's all these coins here you can only get the particular power-up. But they do that later, and it's even worse.
Well, I was gonna say, it's like the frog suit's a little more, you know, a little more rare.
And now we get to breeze through the rest of this level, where you would normally have to be dealing with all these spiny eggs. 2 Lakitus throwing things at you. Nope, we're just gonna swim right the heck
How
through.
difficult it is. To be fair, that's a good way to add challenge. We'll have Lakitu, but what if he's underwater?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
No,
Tom...
forget if I asked. Is there a trick to those end of the level panels? I always forget.
if you run at them full speed, you usually end up getting
Yeah, that's
a
what I thought
star.
it was, just running at him.
Some of these items I don't intend to use. Yeah, on the subject of the, oh, this map is annoying. The 2, N-coin ones that have a 20 coin in that one spot, I can't tell the difference until, like, I've potentially made a mistake. But no, I was gonna say, regarding the frog suit, I think Tompa made a TAS that beats the game as, like, using just the frog suit, like, in every level. And it's just hilarious watching how fast it goes if you're, like, carrying shells or such.
Wow. Well, that's like, it's like that mechanic before Mario World, carrying shells to go faster.
Yeah. Just seeing a frog with full P-meter speed is pretty hilarious.
I actually didn't know Mario World was the first game to do 64 was the first one to have shells going underwater.
I didn't know you could do that in 64 for the longest time.
I'm pretty sure it's only in like one level.
Yeah. Well, it's in both of them, I think. I think both Jolly Roger and Dire Docks have one.
I can't remember where the one Dire Docks would be.
It's near the Ring of Coins in the, like, second section of the level.
Oh, okay.
You have these
And it's so short too in 64. It lasts for like 3 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know about it until after I played Galaxy. So it's like, oh wow, look at this cool new thing that they added in Galaxy.
Swimming is really fun in Galaxy, though. I love the water levels in Galaxy. Except Sea Slide.
It's not really a water level as much as a let's put all the
Yeah, it's
minigames
like-
in this level.
Yeah. Some levels in Sea Slide are like, let's make a water world where you have to avoid going in the water. Like, especially the purple coins.
Yeah, are any of the purple coins in the water in that level?
No, none of them. It's all flying over the level very slowly with the bee and avoiding the water.
Yep.
It's like the only purple coin mission that I probably don't like.
Yeah, generally I'm a fan. Even if
Yeah, me too.
even if ones like Dreadnought are like the only places I lose lives consistently in the game. Keep.
Yeah, I like both. I like both versions. The collectathons or the time trial ones.
Whatever, game. I swear that was the same timing as last time for the middle one.
Good old.
I really like looking for the purple coins in Beach Bowl. Also, hey, Dark Mario.
Where 5 of them are in the water. As opposed to none. I am going to be having fun with this Tanuki suit as long as it lasts.
Is the Tanuki statue basically like a hammer image?
Sorry?
It seems like it could kill the Tanuki statue.
Yeah, it kills basically everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like a hammer in terms of damage.
Ah, drat. Oh, so much for that. It doesn't do as much I don't think you can do damage to bosses with it, if memory serves. Whereas
Oh,
the
really?
hammer just
That's surprising.
obliterates bosses, doing like 1 damage per frame of contact.
Oh wow, it's even more powerful than I thought. Then.
Also, hey, Dark Mario, you said like one thing and then went to
Yeah,
the
sorry, cut you
shadows.
off. I guess that's why they call him Dark Mario.
Oh, we have another Tanuki. I may try to get through Airship 4 with it to show off the text you get.
Oh yeah, the special text with the suits.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show the frog one because there are limited frog
Yeah.
suits. And getting through an airship with a frog suit is just a fun endeavor for all involved. I kinda wanna try to drop that dry bones into the lava, but I think I'll just settle for making that jump.
What's the special dialogue for the hammer suit? Isn't it like, wow, that's a cool suit. I wish I had something like that.
Mind lending me your clothes? No dice? What a drag.
Yeah. It's like Paper Mario tier dialogue.
Oh yeah, these are wraparound rooms. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, this was a fire flower anyway. I love all this pointless bonus. Like, none of this is required to beat the level. Like, this is a very short fortress if you don't go in this secret area. This is just kind of a preview of coming attractions.
Which fortress is it? I don't see it yet on the stream.
This is like the pipe level I'm in right now.
I see. Yeah, I see. Get your World 7 preview.
Yep,
Testing. Everything okay now?
yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
I was gonna say you could probably get through the airship with the frog suit because it's just fire.
Yeah, that's true. This, if I were to do it, this is probably the easiest one.
Oh, is it? I can never remember the airships.
This is the one that scrolls at a glacial pace. I do not remember being able to fireball mushrooms like that. That's so weird. Is that only the ones in that bonus area, or is that all of them in Advance 4?
I don't know.
I mean, they added a lot of pointless stuff like that. Like, you can, like, crush the question mark balls that, Boom Boom gives you with a, statue.
Oh, wow.
Now, they'll just pop back
Didn't know
after
that.
that. I think you can do that with the wand, too. Also, I think you can hit the wand with your tail and make it bounce. I'm gonna have to try all that.
Huh. That's a neat detail. I was like, man, you're trying to make shroom steaks, throwing fireballs at it.
Yeah. It's basically an Ultra Shroom, right?
Green. Close enough.
Nice DK Jr. reference. Gosh, I guess this predates, this is probably one of the last DK Jr. appearances before, if not the last appearance, before, Donkey Kong Country. Ha! You can still do that in this game! I totally forgot that you could still do this in this version. I thought they changed that.
Use the statue on the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I just saw a post on Twitter that's like, things they don't want you to know. It was like showing the hidden one up that I totally didn't know exist. Oh wow, you can snuff it out from here too. Like it'll just immediately go out. They showed like the hidden one up that's hidden in the tower on Womp's Fortress in 64. It's like, I found out about that like a year ago. I had no idea that existed.
Oh, really? I knew about that one.
A hidden one up? Ah.
Yeah,
you-
you just punch part of the tower.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I remember that. From actually Super Mario 64 DS, actually.
I always consider the one up in Super Mario Sunshine in Rico Harbor Mission 8. If you talk to all the swimming pianas, they'll give you a one up. It's so obscure.
There's the ever classic slide down a triangular block in Super Mario World and kill a grinder with it.
Yeah.
All the fun little edge case interactions when you use an attack you're totally not meant to be able to do generally. How did I not get hit there? That thing must have just stopped firing. I didn't even see it off screen. Yeah, you can watch that on on stream. I totally did not see that fire there.
Wow, you're not kidding. This is a slow airship.
Nice. So now let's see if any of that stuff I said about the wand was true. Yep, you can hit it with your tail in this game.
that's really neat.
Yep, and you can crush it. And then it just pops you aside. That's amazing. I love all this little stuff they added in this game.
Yeah, that's really neat. I like that.
Hey Super Koopa, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I don't stream terribly often at the moment, just because my schedule's just kind of inconsistent. But ideally, I want to be streaming every Wednesday. I'm gonna be busy the next couple of weeks, so that's not gonna happen. But, that is generally the idea. Also, yay, special text. I'll see if I can do it in Airship 6 with the hammer suit if I manage to keep it that far. Well, the good thing is, since we have a flight power up, we can show off the secret in 5-1.
Super.
Except it's going to be very difficult. Oh right, one other thing. Never mind! Why did I think that... I thought for sure... Oh no, I'm thinking of if you get a Tanuki suit when you have a P-Wing, it'll become a P-Tanuki. I was thinking that you could grab a leaf when you had a Tanuki suit and you got to keep it. But apparently that's not the case.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
So much for that. Yeah, so this is another level like 3-7 that has a secret exit you can get to by just, in this case, duck flying into this gap. And I think it's also a cloud, but we're not gonna do that because there's cool secrets down here instead.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know about this. To be fair, it's pretty hard to build up speed there.
Yeah!
Like, that looked pretty hard.
We have a giant number 3 and a giant number 4, which was a 3 in the original game, I think. They weren't predicting. Look at this, Mario 3, and there's gonna be a 4 afterwards. The sequel hook. Relegated to a little
Wow.
Easter egg in 5-1.
Yeah, I definitely did not know about that.
Yeah. Both this level and the next have a lot of things that you would easily miss. If you just miss, if you don't have a flight power-up.
I mean, in Japan, Mario World is called Super Mario Bros. 4, right?
Yeah.
Next to the main game, there's the e-reader challenges.
I've never seen those before.
Seen what?
The
The
e-reader
e-reader
levels.
stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll be showing those off. Not today, but at some point. Probably next stream, whenever that is. I'll be starting them at least. Those are generally longer levels, so I doubt I'm gonna get through them all in a day.
Except for one level in particular.
Well yeah, there's a couple of short ones. Okay, we made the bounce. Now we can see this part of the level. Do you want to see the top part of the level, or should I show the bottom? Or should I show both? And just die? That's the unfortunate thing about Mario 3. You can't replay levels after you beat them. This
Not
was...
until you complete the game.
That's only forts, right? If you hold a button down, you can replay them.
That's only Super Mario World. This is one of
Oh,
my
is it?
favorite. This
Dang.
was always one of my favorite things to do here. Just get all 5 of these Goombas on screen at once. And lead them all into this pit. Chunk! And get like 2,500 points at once.
That looks really satisfying.
I guess I'll take the Fire Flower. I don't think I could... I mean, if I were to die now, I would have to like kick a shell at myself 3 times. There's not much you can die to at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna show off the bottom half of this. This is an interesting level. There's not much beyond that. It's basically just the exit pipe. But that's a completely separate path from the bottom half of the level. Yeah, you don't need a raccoon suit to get to that upper path, but it makes doing this bounce a lot easier. So yeah, here's the first appearance of Buster Beetles.
Buster Beetles.
Dang, we're not counting the last level?
Oh yeah, they were in that level, which I showed like none of.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Literally just one that we saw before you took off and showed the Easter egg.
Oh, those the block throwing guys, yeah.
Dang it, I really wanted to show the glitch. I don't know if the glitch actually exists in this game though. Where if you and a Buster Beetle pick up a block at the same time, it just duplicates.
Yeah, I remember that.
Alright, try that again, and then...
I mean, these guys are in World 6, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they appear more. Wow, I like how I just randomly happened to hit so many of those coins. I wasn't even really trying to do it. Oddly enough, these beetles are not immune to fire.
That's interesting.
Side note, sweet new setup with the whole layout also on the right.
What, the chat or?
Yes.
Okay, if you can pick it up at the same time, I think they're just picking him up sooner than I expect.
You can do it in this version of the game.
I don't know if you can or not, but they pick up the blocks sooner than I think they do.
I just kind of would have assumed that's like an NES only sort of trick.
I mean, it's probably in the All-Stars version as well. They really didn't patch too many glitches.
Yeah.
Forget if this is a guaranteed Tanuki suit or not.
I want to say yes.
I think it
Someone
might
going
be.
to say yes.
And everyone's favorite level coming up next. At least one of the
Which
standout,
one's that?
memorable levels of Mario 3.
The shoe.
Oh, Karibo shoe level, yeah. Literally the only level it's in, right?
Yep.
Got it subjected to one episode in the cartoon, subjected to one level in this one.
The Karibo's shoe, and everyone's wondering who this mystical Karibo is.
Yeah.
Except I don't know if they actually called it that. Well, no, the guidebook I had called it, like, Karibo's shoe, and not only that, it called the inhabitant of the shoe Karibo's Goomba. It's like,
Goomba's Goomba.
a real Goomba's Goomba, that guy.
It's like how in Mario Party 4, in the fast food minigame, if you look on the wall, there's a poster that says, like, Kinopio.
Yeah, Kinopio Burger.
They didn't translate that?
Yeah. And Jujemo bus in Mario RPG. I forgot that didn't give me the shoe.
Yeah.
Guess I don't get a shoe for the bottom half of the level then.
I didn't know. I didn't know you could jump in mid-air with a speed run.
Oh shoot! I meant to show that off. I'm gonna die. I totally meant.
Yeah, if you. go
Yeah,
off
this
a
is
ledge.
this is the one level I get to show it off in. I'm definitely doing that.
Man, I really hope you know about this, because this level looks tricky without it.
It's not so bad without.
Just all those spinies in a row there.
Shoot. Okay. I thought he was gonna. Let's take care of this guy first. Dang it!
Past me was thinking that Karibo was just a subtle dig at Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, if you bounce off of a platform like this, you can just jump in midair because
Yeah,
it doesn't
you get 'em.
it doesn't
Yeah.
know you've left the ground. So fun. I don't know how I never found that out as a kid, because I definitely played this level my fair share of times.
It's not something you'd think you'd be able to do.
We call that the rolling jump in Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing
it's the
I
same
didn't
thing.
know about for my first playthrough of it. So, like, when it just came to, like, trying to clean up the Kong letters, it's like, well, I don't think those were actually kept for, like, completion in that game. But, you know,
In
just
Donkey,
did...
in Donkey Kong Country 1, yeah, they counted as 100% completion.
No, I don't think they did. I think it was just levels and bonuses in that game.
At least for Donkey Kong Country, the remake. That
Yeah,
I
the new
definitely
games,
should-
I think Kong letters are basically all that matter.
Oh.
That and completing levels. Maybe the bonuses too, I don't remember. I mean, if you want to play all the levels, all you have to do is get the Kong letters.
The remake, the Donkey Kong Country 1 had the Kong.
Oh, the
letters
remake!
viable.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Returns. Yeah.
No, not Returns, but in Donkey Kong Country 2, the remake, Kong letters weren't a part of 100%. Same for 3.
Yep.
There's a remake for those games?
Yeah, the GBA
Yeah.
version. Or the GBC
Oh,
version
GBA version.
of the first game that no one talks about.
land, my goodness.
No, not even land. There was a port of Donkey
Wait,
Kong Country
really?
on the GBC. It had a new level and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, I did read about that. Jeez. I never saw it. Like, dang.
There's secrets
I'm
here.
gonna take a quick break real quick.
This level I definitely remember being tricky as a kid. This first fort here.
Here we go. This is one of those forts where I just usually didn't complete anyway.
Yeah, you really don't have to, unless you want to, unless you're in danger of game overing and want to not have to do the first 3 levels again.
Usually isn't a thing for me until I get to the cloud area.
Wow, I am bad. There are 3 3 1-up blocks up there. I managed to only hit one of them.
Hey, 1/3 isn't bad. Never mind.
I mean, if it were the original game, they would have despawned if I hit more than one at once, so... I was just trying to do service to the original game there.
Nice save.
Well... That's what we take hits for. Well... I don't know how that happened.
Matter of fact, because I never completed this and I decided to, when I got back on Super Mario Bros. 3, I decided to, hey, let me just go inside here. And I saw, oh, this is what happens. It's a bridge. Well, that's nice. I guess.
I swear, like, it doesn't matter what I do, it always gives me the flower. Like, on the 3rd one, if I try to go for a star match.
Dang. Does this mean we're never going to see the number 3?
No, we're not. Not even if I go for mushrooms, apparently. I'm gonna be very upset if I get this one wrong, because this was the map I learned the earliest.
Is it the first map?
For the end cards? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it the first, it's just random.
Really?
Yeah,
Usually I get them in sequential order.
I
Or
got
at least the first one is usually the same for me.
I got the same one twice in a row. I think it's just totally random.
That's interesting.
Yeah, not gonna show off the P-Wing secret here. You can get a 1-up if you fly over the wall in a particular room. But I kinda like finishing the game with all the P-Wings you can possibly get still in my inventory.
Just for the sake of hoarding.
Yep. Gotta get all 10 P-Wings. And it's unfortunate, because some of those are essentially one shot. Because you get 4 of them from blue houses.
I think the first time I seriously used the P-Wing was for World 2-Desert or Angry Sun Level.
Those tricky arcs that are actually the same arc, but you moving the camera around it. I mean, no, I can relate. I definitely used it against the Bowser fight once I finally got there. And found out he doesn't actually pound through the bricks if you do that. Boy.
Dang.
Let's try that again. Let's try not to lose that mushroom so quickly this time.
Hit from the other side. Let the mushroom go the other way.
Dang it! I did hit P-meter speed, just a little too late. Trying to be all swag and not have to wait for that thwomp. Let's not die to the one enemy outside the tower this time.
The room with all the brick blocks always interested me. I felt like there would be some sort of secret in there.
Well, there is. Unless you mean the one at the end. There's one-ups over the wall if you have a P-wing.
Oh,
It's the only way you can get them, so it's like, why even?
that's who you're referring to. Gotcha.
I guess we'll do this one legit. There's a bunch of coins up in the air in this level, if you have a flying power-up, but then you don't get to do all the platforming with these spinny things.
Hello, I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Take a quick bathroom break and get a drink and stuff.
We're firmly in platforming territory now.
This one. Platforms. Better one.
Yes.
Well, that's easy enough. Couple of pretty wide jumps you have to make. There's always the fun of just letting this guy spawn a ton of spinies and then getting one-ups at the end.
They had these spinny kind of platforms in the last world in Yoshi's Island. They're really fun because they gave you an extended flutter if you jumped on them.
Yep.
I can't say I've ever been a huge fan of the
How did I miss
Sky
that?
Worlds and 2D
Whatever.
Mario.
I managed to miss a coin there. Let me go back and get that, because this is one of those blue house levels. No better than to hit that one this time. Barely hit that in time. And we died. Fantastic.
And you gave it a good shot.
Well, second chance at Tanuki suit again. Maybe it was an omen all this time.
Yep, at least this one gives you nice infinite Tanukis. This time I'll collect all the coins before holding right. Like, there's nothing more insulting to than dying to yourself falling off a donut block. Like, there's nothing to blame at that
Yeah,
point.
that's for sure.
Dang it, Fire Chomp, you're not supposed to have respawned, and there goes the Tanuki suit.
So
Ooh,
much for
some
the
of my
omen.
least favorite enemies. The fire chomps.
Might as well pick up this non-mystical raccoon leaf. Just an average garden variety raccoon that flies, as they do.
Yeah.
I swear, I've gotten it. I think I've gotten an N card with every single one of the P-wing ones I've gotten. I'm always afraid it's gonna trigger the P-wing first, but it never does, thankfully. Oh, the same map again. Alrighty then. Whoop, I somehow managed to get this wrong. Alright, it's the one map where the 10 coins don't do the thing you expect them to. Okay, now we get to the choice here. These next two levels are interesting. There's a lot of stuff to show in 5-7. In particular.
Which one's 5-7?
The one that has, like, the continuous Starman in it.
Oh.
Oh, that one, yeah.
I need to look up, like, frame data on this game. I swear. This is the only roulette in the entire series I feel like I have zero control over. Like, I want to be justified. Like, I want someone to say, yes, in fact, this is RNG. But I'm afraid that's probably not actually the case.
You want to feel it's RNG? Come on. If I can do it consistently, you can too.
Probably like a 3-frame window.
Ah, Super Guard.
Interesting thing about parabeetles. They actually respond differently to your weight. So, like, small Mario will not make them dip as far.
Ah, I didn't know that. It's a really cool detail.
I found this out because there's an e-reader level that requires you to force one downward. And it suddenly became a lot more difficult if I had taken damage. And I know there's a Kaizo level based around that as well, in the Kaizo Mario 3 hack.
It must be hard to, like, design a well-made... I just see some of those, like, Mario World Kaizo hacks. I'm just like, man, these levels are... They're so as hard as they are.
Yeah. Boy, I'm getting a lot of leaves. I probably got like... I got 5 of them in my inventory. I should be using those.
Better than a mushroom, at least.
Well, I'm overwriting this one because I want maximum speed. And... well, I hope I can remember where all the Starmen are to get a chain as long as possible.
No, I forget. Does Luigi control different in this game?
I don't think he does, even though he does a
I
kick.
was gonna say, I thought
Like, he
thought I
visually
remembered-
looks like it's different, but I don't think it actually does anything different.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they went back to making Luigi the same as Mario.
Although there is an e-reader switch you can hit to make him behave differently, and in the e-reader levels he does behave differently.
Is the levels? Is that basically what it is?
Say what?
The e-reader levels? Are those like really hard levels, generally?
Generally they're, I think, harder than the original, like, game, but that could just be because I know less about them by comparison. Some of them are definitely meant to be harder.
Yeah, there are some that I spent just less than maybe 3 minutes on, and that's only because of its length. And then there are others that cost me at least 10 of my lives because they were very difficult, and most of it being my fault at making mistakes. Anyway.
All this
I was gonna
lava.
say, sounds like the equivalent of the special worlds in the new Super Mario Bros. Games.
All this lava on the ceiling is just for show, incidentally.
Is it? Really?
Yep. As you can see there,
Huh.
no damage.
I really wish I knew that earlier.
The floor lava is less pure decoration. Unlike in Super Mario Bros. 1, where it is actually completely harmless, and it's just falling off the
Yeah.
bottom that kills you.
Uh-huh.
There's a level in the Lost levels where you're virtually, like, forced to go under it.
Yeah, they hide a platform in there, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's the very last level of the Lost levels that does that.
Now that whole castle you just played is like in World 8, right? Or World 7?
There's a variant
Like
of it, or there's similar ones in World 7 and World 8.
I was gonna say they take like that exact same similar stage layout.
Already in triple-digit lives, which wasn't even a thing prior to Mario Advance 4. Neither of the other versions has that.
I didn't think that was a thing till like 3D World.
Dang RNG, man. Throw it right where I'm trying to walk.
The grammar person in me always hates the term RNG. Because it's like you're saying, I hope I get good random number generator. It's just weird to me.
Timed that better, I could have killed that Spiny. We made it. I cannot read what's going on in here.
Read what?
Oh, the Twitch chat. I'm trying to... I should probably have the web chat for Restream open, because I can't read Twitch and YouTube chat at the same time. Yeah, everyone's favorite level. 18 platforms. The level.
Plus Fire Chomp.
Yeah, plus 2 fire chomps for good measure. Or just 1, actually, but it respawns. Gosh,
that's why I
imagine
hate
if it were
chomps.
actually 2.
I'd assume if you're crouching in a hammer suit, you'd be able to block their projectiles.
Yeah, possibly.
It's just not often you'll have a hammer suit in a level with a fire chomp.
Yeah, I don't know how many appear after you can get hammer suits.
I thought they were only in World 5.
I think there's 1 in World 6 to my... No, there's at least 1. At least 1, maybe 2 in World 6.
They're just generally only in, like, sky worlds. Sky levels.
Yeah. I wonder what the rationale behind the design of the fire chomp was.
It's like you fused a bomb and a chain chomp together. You just made it fly around everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of an amalgam of several different Mario 3 concepts.
Here's the airship you really don't want to have to chase down if you die in it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to show it going to the ground, but at the same time, I don't want to chase it around. Because I don't have an anchor. I overwrote the one that I did get.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, you have an anchor. Oh, wait, no, you don't.
This one. Not completing this on the first try and not having an anchor because I didn't know where to get an anchor
Yeah.
in the game.
Dang it. We're going to go to the safe ground over here. I wanted to get on top of that thing, because then you don't have to dodge much at all. And this is not one of the ones that gives you a power-up at the end either. So we're just gonna hope we don't die to Roy's, earth tremors by slipping off the edge of a platform. Come on, man.
Well,
Well, now we get to see it. And you know, because this is the only time I'll be able to show this off.
Such a weird staple in platformers, where like the large bosses stomp the ground and you get stunned.
Yeah.
I want to say Guts Man and Mega Man 1 was the first to do that.
I mean, when did Mega Man 1 come out?
87.
Okay.
oh, definitely, Fry. The Wii airship levels 10 times easier.
I was actually going to bring those up, though, because I really like those levels in New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Yeah, you could do some crazy jump combos on them. Dang it.
Like I love how in that game you can see like the world in the background on the airship. It looks really cool.
Hope we have a power-up this time. Hopefully we won't have to redo it again. Be more intentional about where I land this time.
New Super Mario Bros. U had airship stages, right?
Yeah.
It had at least
only,
one, maybe two.
Yeah, as I said, there was only like 2, I think.
After World, or before World 5, and I think there was one after World 7?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds
before
about
the
right.
final world.
I think there were only 2 or 3 in Wii as well, though.
I think 3. So I just remember there being 3 Bowser Jr. fights.
The New Super Mario Bros. Wii sounds right. Maybe. Well, maybe there were just 2, because I know that he gets left twice, and maybe there was another one like for the third
Yeah, I
Bowser
thought
Jr.
there
fight
was
that
3,
right
but-
before the final
They just
one.
kill him off for good on the third one.
They basically just made him like a Dr. Eggman in those games. Just flying around on a ship you fight.
Yep, and that's how we ended up in Smash. Which is fine. I think it's a reasonable representation from him.
And Galaxy 2, where he just started using giant machines.
Yeah, giant mechs.
Like you're playing a Sonic game.
Yep. I thought you got a leaf in this level.
A leaf?
Might be later.
You know, despite being in Ice World, I don't remember too many fire flowers in these stages.
Aside from the one they already gave me. Somewhere in the sky is a door, but I don't well, and now we're not gonna see it. I don't know. I think I'll re-show it because it's a pretty fun little area. And I'm not gonna waste another leaf on it, though.
Yeah, I always liked this world, though. I never had a huge issue with it.
Let's try not to lose the fire flower this time.
You know, I'd say this is my favorite world map music, but that's probably just because of Thousand Year Door.
It's definitely my favorite world because of all the ice. I guess I was a fan of the mechanics of ice more so than in Super Mario World. Maybe through.
Hey man, there's only 2 ice levels in Mario World, and I like them both. They're both fun levels. Donut Secret 2 has that massive Starman chain if you're fast. You get to just...
Yeah.
It's not very clear those are ice levels at first glance.
What, Donut Secret 2? Or you mean just on the overworld?
I'm trying to remember how those levels looked.
It was very, very
They were-
clearly an ice level. I don't know what you're talking about.
Lots of light blue.
It just looked like a recolor, though. It didn't really look like ice.
Oh yeah, it was like recolored cave. It was like white. I don't know what else you'd call it.
I don't even know if I ever played that level myself.
It's the one that like overlooks the Valley of Bowser. Like the one you have to
Yeah,
beat the
I
secret
remember.
house to get to.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember if I ever actually played that level myself.
I think we've done enough end cards. We'll just leave them behind if I don't have space in my inventory for now.
Good plan.
Alrighty then. Apparently I'm just incapable of making matches at all today.
Did this version get rid of that, like, that sprite Mario had when he was
one?
talking to Toad?
Oh yeah, like the one where it's like the big version of Mario.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's only in the
my
NES,
gosh,
right?
Yeah.
In All Stars? I don't think it's in this version.
Yeah.
That's not a this version. Could give you nightmares.
All those whoops, I hit the VC screen. You get to see it.
I'm telling you, man, you always do that at least once.
I was trying to clean off the screen.
Yeah, that's exactly what always happens with me.
Yeah.
I swear, for some reason, the Wii U gamepad just, like, attracts dust more than every other console I have.
Well, other than the Switch, because it's laid unplayed for weeks on end for me, I think. Smash needs to come out and fix that.
Yeah. I mean, I've at least been playing Zelda. I might get Crash Insane Trilogy, since I've never played that game before.
I might get Mania Plus.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait for that. Ugh, I love Sonic Mania.
Getting a lot of mileage out of this one cloud sprite. It's basically all there is to this level.
They just really wanted to use that.
Well, Dad, I managed to die on a level with literally almost no enemies.
I was gonna say, it's like this level is pretty empty for a World 6 stage.
Yeah, if memory serves, it's the only auto-scroller besides 6, 7, and that one at least has the coins you're supposed to be collecting for the blue mushroom house.
Yeah, you gotta fall in the donut blocks.
Although 6, 2, 3, and 4 are all kind of visually similar. This is the only auto-scroller, I think, of the three of them. Although now I'm second-guessing. Was 3 an auto-scroller? I don't think it was. You don't even have ice physics in a lot of these sky levels. It's just standard Mario physics.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to throw you a bone and not have you constantly jump on narrow ice platforms.
Here's one particular platform location I remember they changed. Those coins did not used to be directly above the platform, they were, like, over. Like, they were slightly offset from it. The first time I played this on, like, the original game, I just died. I'll try a couple times, see if I can make that jump, because I think there's another one up hidden on that other platform. It's gonna take some crazy corner jumping. Nice.
Skills.
This reminds me of Super Paper Mario. You remember that that like tower in 5-2 you had to climb to get touch? I didn't know you were supposed to go 3D there for a while.
I didn't, I don't think, in my playthrough.
Yeah. I did those corner jumps like that over and over.
Or 7-2, where you have to climb up the zillion things with the dry bones and the dark boos.
Yeah, those stairs.
Yeah.
It's like I really hope you know you can use carry with Bowser.
Yeah. Now that they give you hammers again, there aren't particularly useful places to use them.
I
Although
think a
they
couple
do-
of these castles have thwomps.
No, like the hammers for the overworld. No,
Oh, the hammer item, yeah.
the hammer suit did not used to be there. That used to be just a normal item house. Had like mushroom, fire flower, leaf, I think. That was a
Is it
good
always
toss.
set? Is it always said which one the hammer suit's in?
But the one or the three items are always fixed. It's random which one you get.
Oh.
I think that one and the other one in the GBA version are always just hammer suits. And then there's one or two houses in World 7 you can get a hammer suit from. Yeah, we could fly through the rest of this, but where's the fun in that? I thought that was a 1-up. Remember this block. In the original game, this 1-up was like pure white because of the palette this level used.
Yeah, I remember that actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this fortress. This Tanuki suit makes it really, really easy to dodge these potaboos. Also, why is that item block? Like, seriously. Like, why does it exist?
Oh, is this the lift that goes up with the item blocky? Yeah.
Like, it's literally nigh impossible to get the block out of that, the item out of that.
That has to be a trap.
I'm gonna take a hit on purpose. I don't really care about this Tanuki thing. I want to try to get the quick kill on Boom Boom. Shoot! No! Star! Go back! Oh gosh, is it gonna bounce off the screen? I can't believe it. Thankfully, you can go back in the door, and I think respawn it. I missed my shot. Wow, it bounced differently that time. Must be sub-pixels.
Do those circling fireballs have a name?
Rotodiscs.
Rotodiscs, huh?
Oh, I'm not gonna get the quick kill. Oh yeah, I am.
Oh.
Never mind.
Call them the radioactive waffles.
The nuclear waffles.
Yeah, that's what everyone calls them.
I like how long the music, like, went back to normal there, just because it ran out right before the cutscene of the wall breaking. Oh, I should have used some items before doing this.
You know, speaking of potaboos, I swear the series can never remember that they're actually called that.
I don't know when that really officially changed. Paper Mario may have been the catalyst.
I just remember in Color Splash they were called lava bubbles.
Yeah.
I forget if what Odyssey called them.
I assume they're lava bubbles in that game too.
I don't know. I always like the name Potaboo for whatever reason.
I would think that Potaboo wasn't changed this quickly because don't forget 6.
Say what? Sorry?
Mario Party 6 had the Potaboo orb.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, it was called the Bubble Capsule in 5, though.
Well, yeah, that's true as well.
Like I said, they forget.
But
the
then
name
again,
and
the
they remember it.
the Toady Orb was like they completely mixed up the names of things. I forget what they called what.
Emic, Odie.
Well, Toady was those enemies from Yoshi's Island.
Oh no, they called the Toady a Magikoopa Orb, and they called
That's it.
the Magikoopa a K-Mac Orb, which I guess is technically correct, but like a weird mistake to make.
Like I said, sometimes they forget their enemy names and then they remember them, and then they forget them again.
Well, that was totally worth it. That one up. It is there purely as a trap.
Man, I loved how Mario Galaxy brought back that animation Mario does when invincible. That flipping jump.
Oh yeah. The one that makes it impossible to go in pipes.
Yeah. Though technically that was in Mario 64.
If you mean like the triple jump version of it?
Yeah, you do the triple jump with like max lives, I think.
It's if you well, I don't think it's just max lives, it's just if you get the upgraded jump from Yoshi.
Is that a specific trigger for it?
I think so.
I always thought it was just max lives did it.
I don't think I can hit that P-switch. Well, alrighty then, game. You win. Yeah, this level's always been a bit weird. I don't know what to think of it.
I was gonna say those flipping platforms don't really add much, but I guess they do.
They subtract a lot. An entire life. Want to get off this thing before it gets to the center. Oh, I can hit the P-switch if I come from this direction.
That noise you made reminded me of Mario Sunshine. Like if Mario gets stuck on like a ledge or something, he makes those voice clips.
Yeah.
That's the best part of pachinko. Is that always seems to happen there at least once.
Yeah, where he just grinds the edge a couple of times.
Yeah.
Just pounds his face into a wall. I like the pachinko level for what it's worth.
Yeah, I do too.
The lily pad river can go die on a fire. Like everything related to it.
It just takes some practice.
And like 15 minutes to get there. Not actually, but like the
Well,
Yoshi
actually,
May as well be.
that are
There's
clipping
a
under
really
the
easy glitch.
either clipping under the ground. But I'm not gonna go learn to clip under the ground to play a part of a game, especially given that you.
No, man. I did it last time I played. It's really easy to do. It's super easy to do.
There's literally no reason to even like play that level unless you're going for 100%.
Man, it's so you literally just walk into a corner of the wall in Delfina Plaza and you go out of bounds. It's that easy.
Yeah, here's that level. I'd never seen the GDQ race they did of Mario 3, Mitch and Pooh. I had never seen the clip that they did in this level, or like the despawn they did. They managed to make it so that the Nipper plants disappeared and they didn't have to carry the Koopa shell up.
Huh. It's interesting. And also, yeah, they're called nippers, right?
Yeah.
Is it chompers they're called in Mario World? I forget.
Munchers are a different thing.
That's the one, yeah.
Munchers are like the ones that are basically just blocks in this game.
Yeah, the black ones that are basically just spikes. And a Kaizo, Kaizo level designer's favorite tool.
Yep. Well, so much for P meter speed there. I mean, you can get decent max horizontal speed underwater in Mario 3 compared to Mario World.
Yeah, I'd probably say Mario 3 has like the least tedious water levels. Thankfully, there's only one that's an auto-scroller from what I remember.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like in New Super Mario Bros, like a lot of water levels were auto-scrollers.
Look, we have slow speed by default. We might as well fix that slow speed.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm running low on battery. I need to get near the Wii U charger. The Wii U
Man,
gamepad
that
charger,
gamepad
rather.
runs out of battery fast.
That was me hitting the front of the Wii U gamepad with the charger stand because I was trying to disconnect the cord. Alrighty.
Now, why is it like the gamepad runs out of battery in like a couple hours, but the Pro Controller seems to last literal days?
Who knows?
Probably because the Pro Controller doesn't need to show a screen.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, demo card. What? Oh, B is A again, yes. At least I didn't use a... No, I am not ready to communicate with the e-reader. Sorry, game.
I was a bit worried the Joy-Cons on the Switch were gonna be like the Wii U gamepad, but they last a decently long time. Oh man, I haven't, I don't know why I haven't mentioned it before, but I love the Hammer Bros theme in this game.
Yeah. I hear it and now all I think of is the Siva Gutter remix. With We Are Number One playing over it.
I'll be honest, I never really didn't see too many of those We Are #1 memes.
Oh man, I just realized this is a level that I need to get all the coins in. Thankfully, I did not need to have a power-up when I came in, but I need to... Well, now I think I need it. I don't know how I managed to miss that thing twice.
Oh yeah, here's a fire chomp. I forgot it was in this level.
Yeah, this is the one I remembered. I couldn't remember if there was one in 6.4 or not. And even having played it, I don't remember if there was one in it or not. Boy, this guy is the worst. If memory serves, you can get a backup fire flower. Right here.
Not that I think it'd really help you against those fire chomps.
I missed that one up. No, but it would help me get all the coins. It's in fact required to get all the coins.
Oh yeah, the frozen blocks. A really underutilized thing in this game. I remember one of the special worlds in New Super Mario Bros. Made a whole level around that.
Yeah, 9-7. Everyone likes to complain about that one.
Yeah. The piranha plants shooting fire.
That's one of the few levels I definitely remember by number.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Looks like people flipping between YouTube and Twitch.
Pop-out chat is great.
Oh, I can't exactly monitor both and play at the same time.
Yeah. It's just too bad those the sidebar chat doesn't really last.
Yeah, I mean, I could make it last longer, but I thought 20-some seconds would be fine for re-watching, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I guess I have no problem with it being on longer, so I may just remove that limit.
Yeah, just so I don't overlook them or something.
Good old anchor. Hopefully we don't have to use that one. Maybe I shouldn't, you know, overwrite it immediately, just in case.
At least save it for World 7, no?
The Ice Fortress. Fun shortcuts to be had here if you have a raccoon leaf. You can just fly under huge parts of it.
Yeah. A fortress that doesn't actually have lava in it for a change.
It'd be really funny, slash horrible, if you could melt the ice in here.
That would be fun.
Don't ever hit me, or don't ever release me.
Missed opportunity.
Yoshi's Island kind of had a stage like that where it was... The floor was entirely the kind you could break with an egg or something. So you, you had to avoid ground pounding.
I mean, Super Mario World had a level like that. But it's also like 2 screens long. The one nice...
Island is a sequel or something to Mario World.
The one nice grassland level in the Ice World. Nice being a relative measure.
What a random change of pace. Just here's a grassland level. Still, it's not as jarring as Sonic Lost World. The game has like the desert world in that game has like a honeycomb themed level.
I really need to
and
stop doing that.
A food themed level.
Nice sliding through the block. Yep. Nothing to see there. That P-switch we cannot see anything of because all of the coins that appear from it are in the air. Oh well.
Good usage.
Oh man. This level has 2 exclusive things which I've just locked myself out of doing unless I want to feel like doing a wall jump. I caught the wall! Let me try that again! I actually caught the wall. Caught the wall again in a different place.
Oh, is that where you like zip through the wall?
No, you can jump on top of it. It's like an intended
I see.
shortcut if you have a flight power-up. But it's another one, it's like, why would you ever do this? Well, it's an underwater level. Okay, that's enough. Man, I caught the wall twice. There's also a frog suit thing that I can't get. But that's intentional. I'm saving those for World 7.
I remember a Mario World, like one of those Mario Must Die hacks added a wall jump feature.
Yeah, you have to pass those pipes there to get to another frog area that gives you 3 lives.
Thankfully, I don't think that giant fish there can eat you.
Yeah. It's just a palette swap that doesn't change the palette, just the behavior. So really, it's not a palette swap at all. See,
Those bloopers can shoot off screen, can't they? They can fire off those little ones.
yeah. And they don't even...
Fortunately.
They can leave the water, too.
Yeah. Like lost levels all over again.
It's too fast, and I got a flower instead of a star. Let's see if we can show this level off properly. Lots of
Good old 6-10.
interesting stuff to be seen here.
Isn't there like a secret pipe under one of these ice blocks?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to...
And I never figured out how to do it.
I'm clearing the way for it in advance. That way I
I
can
don't really,
actually get all these P-switch coins first.
I don't really like this because, oh, you can get yourself another power, but I'm like, what? Come on, why not? Why wouldn't you want to melt this ice? This is a capstone, really.
Yeah, it's a shame. There's more ice to be melted, but alas. We'll just have to wreck stuff with the hammer suit instead.
Man, it's so bizarre you turn those munchers into coins.
Yeah, because they're blocks. They aren't real enemies. Also, enjoy that Hammer Mario sliding animation. That's the last time you'll see it, in all likelihood. Ooh boy. All different sorts of projectiles here. Hammers, blocks, fire. Well, not fire in this particular place. And yes, we...
I was about to say, it's like, for being this late in the world, it's a pretty tame level, but suddenly it's not.
I'm surprised I managed to dodge that one.
Hey, it's all about the skills.
Now let's see if we can keep this through this level. There's one place where you can fly and get a 1-up. I'm not going to show that. I'm going to try to keep this till the end of the airship. See how well that works. That was a good toss. Okay, so here's where I was talking about that sprite. So in the original NES Super Mario Bros. 3, if you killed a thwomp with a hammer, then it just it shows the same thwomp sprite when it dies. It doesn't flip or do anything. And that's also true in the All-Stars version. In this version, it flips the thwomp sprite, but I thought they just added a completely new sprite for that. And I'm not going to show it because I just got hit by the thwomp.
Ah, dang.
Great. But no, it flips it upside down, but it looks like a new sprite, and I'll have to show this off in like 7.9 or something, if I can. Or 7, the fortress after 7.9, rather.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, I thought I remember something weird with the thwomps if you hit him with a hammer.
Like, I will show this sprite on the Discord or something, because I swear this thing looks like the thwomp is just making a different face.
That room with the booze definitely added a lot.
Yeah, it would have been a death if I'd forgotten about it and not had the power-up. Well, I'm still gonna use a hammer suit for this, because I've got 2 at the moment, and I might get a 3rd. I'm gonna try once to keep this through the airship. Sadly, it's not as trivial as keeping a Tanuki suit through airship 4. And now I'm
Now,
wondering...
if only the hammer suit could protect from those fire traps on the airship.
Yeah. It's not that fire resistant. I don't even know what the point of the fire resistantness is if it doesn't work all the time, like you have to duck to get it.
It's good for piranha plants, if nothing else.
And maybe the nipper plants in 7.8, the one that can shoot fire.
That one.
Is that the only one in the game that does that?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
It's the best troll in the entire game, if you ask me.
Really? Just barely clipped that.
I still left that tiny little gap you can fall through during that section.
The 1 block gap.
That tiny little gap. It's like, maybe they'll fall down this.
Gosh, that was such a dumb way to lose that. Okay, that would have been a dumber way, so I'm glad I didn't do that. I wanted to know if you could hammer the wand like you can, like, hit it with the tail and make it do interesting things.
At that point, you just destroy the dang thing.
Yeah, then it just redrops from the top.
Yeah.
And I think it overwrote my, Actually, never mind. I used the
I was about to say,
hammer suit. Again, I was hoping it overwrote the anchor. Skip it, I'm using the anchor. Except I can't! That's right! You have to overwrite it! Or nope, it's just inventory space lost. That's so dumb. Well, how about we wrong warp to the end of the game?
Is there a wrong warp here?
This is the level with the wrong warp that finishes the game in like 3 minutes.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Don't think it's possible in this game.
I only know of that one wrong warp in Mario World that just takes you to the credits.
Time for Crazy Corner Jumps Part 2. Ah.
Out of the many times I've played this level, I never thought to actually carry a Koopa Troopa shell through the pipes to deal with these problematic piranha plants.
I'm gonna try this a couple more times, because I know you can get up here. Yeah, this is really much easier to do when small. There's just so many ways to lose speed. There we go. And then now I can't find the one up here. So it's all pointless. And then I got hit going down. Great.
Dang, I'd like to know how precise that is.
That corner jump?
like to know the details on that one.
I thought for sure I made that one up go the other direction. That's why I jumped. Yeah, if you have a flight power up, you can go up this way. The other way. Actually, you might be able to... I don't know if I want to try that. Also, I totally almost just died backing into a piranha plant. Yeah, that doesn't look possible. Yeah, if you can get in that pipe, obviously you get the coins in there. Definitely not worth trying though. A second time. So many hidden one-ups in these World 7 levels, in particular.
Makes sense. I'd probably consider this the hardest world in the game.
Huh, really? Interesting. And again, this is only coming from me, and I know that I was pretty bad at this game anyway.
I mean, I was too. It's not like I'm saying World 8 is easy or anything, but I just specifically remember being stuck here more than I was at World 8.
Okay, now time to try to go for the hardest blue mushroom house in the game. Imagine if these guys shot fire. That's not the pipe. Also not the pipe. I only have so many more shots. Shoot, that's gonna be gone! This is the pipe. Yeah, you have to get it. And I may have just lost it. Excellent.
I just always remember this level for that long string of invisible music note blocks.
Okay, I think I got 45 coins out of the 46. I think I'm good, because I can get a coin from one of those blocks. Before they're both power-ups. Yeah, cutting it close. The worst part is any normal level would have invisible coin blocks be what you build a bridge of, but no, they're invisible note blocks. We can't give you extra
Yeah.
coins.
Definitely hard to not, or excuse me, definitely hard to forget about this level because of those note blocks and that one paratrooper in
Yeah.
there. Somehow I managed to not have myself a fire flower or anything to KO it, and then I end up getting hit. Almost every time.
Yeah, if you don't know about it, especially. Like, if you're playing through it blind, I imagine that would be virtually impossible not to get hit by. That's not the end pipe, it's later. That's the end pipe. Managed to not get hit regardless.
This reminds me of that one section in Mario 2. Like World 6 with all those jars, you gotta figure out where to go.
Yeah. Yeah, Mario 2 and 3 have had a lot of levels on the like that have the two different like tiers thing. It's weird that they didn't revisit that. Yep, we have 9 P-Wings, only one left to go, and it's from that red piranha plant on the map. Then time to burn them all on 7-4. No.
Yeah, I definitely remember 7-4.
7-4 has hidden stuff hidden like over the top of the beginning for some reason.
I remember playing 7 dash... was it 7-3? It was one of these levels that was in the demo of Super Mario Advance 4.
Weird that they demo something this late in the game.
It wasn't this one. It was either it was not the water one is 7-5, isn't it?
No, that's 7-4.
Ah.
7-5 is the maze one.
Hang on, I gotta take care of
Did
something.
they have 7-4, the water one, as a demo?
No. This wasn't though. I'm thinking of one that had. If it's not 7-4 or 7-5, then it's definitely 7-6. One of these was in the demo that I remember playing in Walmart many years back before purchasing Super Mario Advance 4. I say purchasing, but rather having my mother purchase it.
Oh, wow. I forgot that if you hit bombs with your tail in this game, they just immediately disappear. At least, like, they don't explode. You can skip a lot of the level if you have a Koopa or a tail to deal with that brick.
No, I didn't really have much trouble on this one anyway. Even if I didn't have a tail from my struggles with the other previous levels.
Yeah, you're supposed to make a bridge there of coin blocks, but who wants to loop through that again?
I think I've had enough share of bridges from music notes.
Oh, nice. Tanuki suit. I don't know if I'll actually use that.
Use your other super leaves first.
Well, I reckon if there's any level to use frog suit in it would probably be this one, given that this is the last water level in the game. I don't know, I kind of want to try Airship 7 with it, though. That means I can show off the 1-ups at the beginning.
Yeah.
If I manage to die with all these power-ups to start, I will use it next time, I suppose. Not that the frog suit makes it, like, a ton easier anyway.
So many lives, my goodness.
How did I not hit that block?
What I needed.
And now the very slow auto-scroll section. With this minefield of essentially just spikes.
It's the favorite, the staple of this one.
Essentially just spikes?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, see, but we gave them a name. That means they're a proper enemy. Gelectros.
What I needed.
At least they make another appearance, if I recall.
Yeah, they appear in one more level. Not like the spiny Cheep Cheeps, they're only in this one. I think we're good, unless we get hit by a spiny off-screen, like that one that was just starting to come by the pipe. Probably should have used that warp whistle in my inventory when we were in World 5. I guess I can use it in World 8.
Just to hear the tune, yes.
We've heard it before when I accidentally used a warp whistle 3 levels into the game. because of the way the buttons are mapped on this thing. Oh man, I don't want to use the Starman for this. I was just getting it out of my inventory. No, these little Piranha Plant levels are interesting alternatives to Hammer Bros stages. By which I mean they're really hard to do small. Oh.
This was never fun for me whenever I did get to these.
Man, the Munchers don't, like, keep moving when the game's paused like they do in, the original version of the game. Oof. I was trying to fake him out and get him to shoot the fireball up, and I barely missed getting shot in the face there instead. Oh, that's the last P-Wing. I mean, this would be an appropriate stage to use one in, if ever.
I was about to say. Unless you want to go for a Tanuki.
Oh, right, there is a Tanuki in this. I did not need to use that. So many coins! Hooray! But to what avail? You're stuck forever.
I do remember my first playthrough of this, I didn't really understand where the exit was, and exactly what the purpose of getting the Tanuki was, and then I had to start the entire level again, which frankly wasn't too bad, it's just that I spent every single second of the level in it, so...
Yeah. They don't give you a lot of time. Just love this empty room. There's just like no enemies. There's like candles without hotfoots, little circles without rotodiscs, bars without stretches. And then hidden away at the top, a completely forgotten boss room.
I would like to think it's symbolic of, okay, you've gone through all these other fortress levels, let's kind of dial back on the enemies, because you might actually have a chance to get to the other world.
And then they put them all in the last fortress instead. Yeah, I'm gonna use a hammer suit before that one. If I keep it, then I guess I'll attempt the airship with it. If not, I'll try the frog suit on it.
Psst, JD Acer, read the chat.
I can't read the chat. I've told them that. I already barely could read the chat. Now I pretty much can't read it because I had to move so I could charge the Wii U gamepad. Forgot to mention at the beginning of this level you can fly over the top and then just skip the entire thing. But it's kind of hard to get P-meter speed there anyway. Oh, that's just fun. Like, if questions are being asked in the chat, I can address them, but I cannot myself look at them at the moment.
Nah, just comments. Such as easy way to get through one level.
Oh, that's fun for all. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to remember where the hidden one-up block here is. I've hit it accidentally so many times and then just ended up losing. Yep. This time I knew where it was, and I missed it. Well, I'm not gonna go down and chase the one-up.
Don't want to lose a 1-up for a 1-up.
I'll just reset the level by flying over it the other way.
Whatever works.
Oh, right, you get a hammer suit for free in 7-8. I guess I'll do 7-7 first then.
Oh, hey, I made it back before World 8.
Yep, you're getting into the fun part of World 7. The gauntlet at the end.
Man, all these hidden 1-ups.
Yeah. Wow. There's barely enough room to get running there.
No!
I remember feeling pretty pleased with myself for having completed this level, only to get a game over later.
Yeah, because 7-8 or 7-9,
Yeah.
just trying to find the exit in 7-9. And if all else fails, the fortress probably destroyed you. In all reasonableness. Yeah, this last pipe island, because Pipe Maze is actually shaped like 3 big pipes. See, this is the kind of thing that makes me think this whole roulette thing is cheating. How far that slid!
So you're right, somehow I never noticed the world map is... the islands are shaped like pipes.
I don't know what I'm expecting out of these blocks. It's not like you can get anything from them. If I got hit by that fireball... Well, there's a red... See, this is where I can the level I can never remember where anything is in. Wow. Just a little bit of everything in this level. There's a red block, there's the last white block that really doesn't do anything. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like the white blocks don't do anything after the warp whistle.
there's a hammer suit. Actually, no, I think there's a white block in 8-1. Let's see if I can remember where that hammer suit is. Oh. Okay, it's this one. I don't think that staircase is OSHA compliant. Literally twice Mario's height. Yep, here's the 2 fire-breathing nipper plants. Oh, I almost tried to hit them both in 2 fell swoops there. 2 perfect tosses. But alas.
Man, I love how far those hammers can go with enough momentum. I just barely missed the star.
Didn't even get max speed before entering Little Black, so...
Yeah. Wow, so many Tanuki suits that I'm never gonna use. I forgot they changed the pipe color from like pink to purple in this game for no particular reason. little cache of coins is needlessly difficult to get without a raccoon suit, so I think we'll pass.
I like barely ever explored these levels here. I was always just busy looking for the exit.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff hidden all over this one. I hit it the wrong way. There's a power-up in this block. Not gonna get it.
How are you intending to get that fire flower there?
A duck jump, I guess.
I
I mean, it's not. It's only the third most impossible to get item in the game. I can name two that are quite a bit harder. Alright, let's see if we can keep this hammer suit all the way to the airship. Somehow I doubt it. But let's see if we can see the upside down thwomp sprite, at the very least. I'll be upset if I manage to lose this before I even get that far into the level. I could just, you know, like, normally jump on that pipe. I don't have to kill everything. Can't kill rotodiscs, sadly.
Like the one thing I think the hammer doesn't destroy.
Yeah, probably couldn't see it very well that quickly.
It's probably not even classified as an enemy, just a stage hazard.
Yep, like the fire bars in Super Mario 1.
You know, despite being as iconic, the fire bars, are they in any games beyond the first one?
I mean, they're in the new series.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember some of those in World 6, the mountain levels.
Yeah. This piranha plant. It's like, I don't want to have to deal with this guy.
Oh, it's like that one jump in Lost Levels.
Yeah, exactly. I almost got hit by that rotodisc. Let's actually duck under this time.
I think being
Boy, I am timing this so badly. And I am barely not getting hit by this rotodisc every time.
It seems like you don't slide very far with that hammer suit.
Yeah, he may have more traction. I don't know if that's true or not. Now let's lose this hammer suit in the piranha plant level.
Oh goodness.
Do those do the enemies in that level still move during while you're paused?
No, they don't. Or they don't anymore. Not in Advance 4. We found out.
Yeah, I thought so.
Hammers are so momentum based. I almost got two of those in one shot. Nice. Now I just gotta keep this through the airship. If I manage to die, I'll try it with the frog suit. The interesting thing is they use the same Yoshi sprite in the All-Stars version, but this predates Super Mario World 2, where it's kind of similar to that sprite.
Yeah, it looks a lot like it.
Yoshi's Cookie also used a sprite like that for Yoshi. It's interesting that
Yoshi
design.
Yoshi has so many obscure games.
Yoshi's Cookie on the SNES is pretty good. At least as a versus game, it's pretty fun.
Uh, like, I wonder how many people even knew Yoshi's Touch and Go existed before.
Yeah,
Smash
I
Bros.
remember
Brawl.
seeing that game, but I don't remember. I mean, I've never played it. I've never entertained the idea of playing it.
I don't even
So
know what it's like.
I imagine it's like
Well,
I imagine it plays.
touchscreen based.
I don't know. Yeah, I imagine it's somewhat like Kirby Canvas Curse in that respect. So much for hammer strats. These guys are a little hard to pass. Sadly, the hammer is a little bit less direct than the fireball in terms of taking them out.
I don't think the hammer suit can protect from those wrenches.
No, I doubt it. It really should, though. Looks like a solid shell on the thing.
Also, I think I might have misremembered really, really hard. I think the demo included the level from World 3, actually.
The
I'm
air,
actually
the
trying.
airship.
No. It was a grassy level.
Oh,
In
three.
World 3, there's one with like a lag to it, and I think that.
Yeah,
might have
3,
been the
4.
demo.
Man,
Yeah.
those are weird levels to put in a demo. I played an in-store demo, but I think it was just the full game. Like I played 1-1, and I remember the title screen being similar, I think.
Ah,
The only game I ever really remember playing a demo of at a store was The 1,000-Year Door.
I played Mario Kart DS on a demo once. They had just the first of the Nitro and Retro Cups. That was such a foreign concept back then, I remember, because prior to that I'd only ever played 64 and a bit of Double Dash. I didn't own either.
I actually still have the Mario Kart Double Dash bonus disc.
Yeah, I bought, like, I lost my old copy. It got, like, taken by someone else at work, I guess. But, I bought a new copy, or a used copy that had the bonus disc in it.
Yeah.
I had no
I don't
idea
even
that
remember
existed.
what's on it, but I just know I have it.
All sorts of demos. I think Air Ride might have a demo on there.
That would be my only way to play Air Ride right now, but it would be worth it.
It may have just been a video. Cool person, I have a 3DS. I don't use it terribly often anymore. I
Yeah.
don't use most
neither.
video games too often anymore. Wow, alrighty then.
You know, I always liked how World 8 in this game, like, isn't really a fire world.
Yeah, it's a dark world. It's a
It's
world of war and tanks and machinery and a desert level for some reason.
It's basically just like actually based on hell, just given by those hands that drag you down. It's basically what it is. Well, I don't know. Maybe that stuff in the boat level is supposed to be lava. I don't know.
It's not very good lava. You can swim in it.
Yeah.
It's not very good water either, from the looks of it.
It's just very lukewarm. That's all.
Very lukewarm lava. Yes,
Yeah.
that's called rock.
No, that's a hot spring.
But yeah, if you want to like add me as a friend on 3DS or whatever, if that was the impetus of the question, you can go to my Discord, and I've got my friend code pinned there.
Yeah, I'll probably add you on Switch whenever I get around to it. Not that I have much to play on Switch multiplayer right now.
Yeah, I don't know how you would get that item if it weren't a mushroom. That is one of the top 2 items that I mentioned earlier. The other being that one in the this
Yeah.
World 6 fortress.
They really expect you to go into these levels small.
I mean,
No faith in the player.
they weren't wrong in this case.
It's kind of a shame this world only has 2 levels that aren't airships or fortresses.
Or tanks.
You can actually swim under all of these ships if you just,
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then just jump up on the back.
I tried that. And it worked, but
I don't understand why these bob-ombs are just sitting there at the end of the level, nor do I understand why I just slid right off that pipe and died. Like, not that that was the level's fault. I don't understand why I did that.
They just really wanted to get you with those bombs.
if nothing else worked, just have 2 bombs at the end. That'll get them.
I mean, they do a fairly good job. They explode right as soon as you get up to them. Those aren't Monty moles.
They're rocky wrenches.
Yeah. Even though I think they were in Sticker Star, weren't they?
They
In the
might have
airship
been.
level?
They were in Color Splash on the train level.
I don't remember if they were. I don't remember if they were called Rocky Wrenches.
I think they were.
I thought they were on the airship, if any place.
It's the level they'd be at if they were in that level. I don't really remember.
Except I'm thinking, like, if you were to defeat it, so what would it just be? Just Mario throwing a wrench, because that would be a sticker? I really don't remember if that was a sticker, but
wasn't
I
it?
want to say yes. I want to say the wrench sticker existed, and that's where you could get it. Along with the barrel sticker, only one place to get that.
I did like how Sticker Star had those boxing ghost enemies from New Super Mario Bros.
Yes, bruisers.
Yeah.
Put them in more games.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, I like
they
those
were
enemies.
really like, as much as it was a pain to farm for farmer boots. It's almost like they were called that for a reason.
Yeah.
I like how Peach has her own little voice clip here. That was
Yeah, I
that scene
remember
was
that.
totally not in the original. And also, if you're playing as Luigi, she's just like, "Oh!"
I didn't know that.
What was I saying? Oh yeah,
Farmer
bruisers. Bruisers, yeah. As not fun as it was to get the farmer boots, like you had to dodge a zillion, like you had to like basically break barrels that paper bruisers would throw at you in Paper Jam. And like the bruisers were just like really fun attacks to learn the patterns of. Also, wow, that invincibility does not last at all in this game.
I actually got a pair of farmer boots last time I played a Dream Team on hard mode. I just got them by complete accident.
Come on, game. This is like, this should be the easiest of the 3 of these. I mean, at least you
I don't
get
know, man.
free leaves. Yeah, the second one's pretty easy too.
Yeah. Pretty much just platform or use a star to just make it a cakewalk, really.
You don't even, like, the Podoboos start in midair, so you can just go as fast as you want, basically. They're never gonna jump back out in time.
Yeah.
You can potentially walk past these levels, right?
Yeah, and thus
If you
far,
really like-
they haven't pulled me in yet, so I probably could have just walked. Okay, nope, the third one got me.
Oh, you thought it was gonna be easy? Nope, gotcha, sucker.
Sure, make me play the one with the cheeps. I see how it is.
Everyone's favorite.
I mean, again, using a star makes it a cakewalk.
True. I love how you can jump over that stack of blocks. It really doesn't look like you should be able to, but that may just be a factor of that. It may just be the screen size. Like it may be that that wasn't the case in the original version. I don't remember. Sigh. Okay, we're gonna.
Use a star?
Nope.
The hard part isn't getting. It's not that you get hit by cheeps. It's that they interrupt your jumping.
Yeah. And if you have to like get your bearings for a second, you're gonna get hit in the back. I was gonna jump on my own volition there, but I wasn't. So I might as well bounce.
Probably would have, KO'd yourself if you jumped on your own. I say KO yourself, more like get interrupted by a cheap, and then fall right through the lava.
The fastest auto-scroller in the game.
I like how they use the fire traps as like engines.
Yeah.
In terms of
almost like-
stage design.
It's almost like they would have made more sense just being that in the first place, but they were pointed in every which direction. Alright, made it first try, let's not die to Boom Boom.
Boy, this level really is just let's copy and paste the same platform like 20 times.
It's like 6-2, but at double speed. And not in an ice world.
I like how Boom Boom's in some of these, but then the other one just had like a boomerang bro.
It's just half of it, it's just Boom. Oh, shoot, I should have used a leaf. There's like a secret at the beginning of this that you have to fly up to. There's several, actually. Let me show them. Intentional deaths. I have like 6 leaves. And about 10 other things that could be used as leaves.
Like how the word yet that doesn't really mean anything in the level.
Say what?
The world yet it doesn't really mean anything in the actual levels.
Yeah. I don't remember where is the best place to fly up to the other secret at, so I'll do it from here. Yeah, this was the place. Man, that skips a lot of the level too. It's almost like they want you. It's almost like they want you using these super leaves they gave you. Boy, that was just a non.
And then the next level has another skip too.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll show that one. Just because I don't know
Yeah,
if
it
I've.
skips the-
I don't know if
skips the
I've
fun
ever
part.
played that entire level. Just because. Well, I mean, I have probably, but like, I usually don't. And it just kind of skips all of the interesting bits of it.
Even though the sun comes back for you. Sun comes in mid-level, like it's implying it's the exact same one from World 2.
Revenge from me not killing it last time.
Yeah.
That was just not gonna end well. Well, I see slopes that I want to slide, but they've got plants all over the place. Here I can slide. Probably don't want to slide. Oh, come on. Missed a simple jump at the end. Alright, now we'll skip the rest, since we've already seen it. Yeah, one of these just has coins. Which I can't get very many, and the other has a power-up. Hopefully I won't have to show you the other one.
I can't think of any Mario game that had quicksand that didn't have a secret in it somewhere.
Yeah, Mario has given, like, non-realistic expectations for what to do if one ends up in a quicksand pit.
Well, unless it's Mario 64.
And all
This
of them,
does actually-
the quicksand is a little bit faster than I think is actually the case. Okay, we are definitely starmanning the heck out of this first section.
The shifting sand lands is like a really punishing world for that point in the game.
Yeah, the whole basement is, in some respects, harder than the upper parts. Man, I don't remember where there were a lot of hidden one-ups in this level, and I just flat out don't remember where they are.
I don't know this
I
level
only-
like at
I only
all,
remember the quick
besides
path.
the required path. I only know the required path. I don't know anything else about this level.
I know that I definitely only made this level like once in my entire life. Because again, I was terrible at this game and only just completed it like no later than 3 years ago, probably.
I mean, this is a really like intricate level with all these
Haha!
doors.
You can hit that one up and just sort of hug this thwomp. I'm kind of surprised you can do that. I think there's a third one. I literally don't remember where it is, so I'm not going to bother trying to find it. I am going to die for no reason whatsoever, though.
I don't know why, but I find diagonal moving thwomps so amusing.
Oh, let's try it small for once. Oh, except we can't. We need that P-switch to progress. Dang it, game. Why must you?
Just what I needed.
We'll get hit at some point. Was as good a point as any? Dang it! I wasn't expecting to have that much momentum when I landed.
Saw a tweet like talking about Smash Ultimate, and yeah,
Really? Not.
yeah, that's it. That's the story. No, but I really also hope that they change classic mode back to what it used to be like.
Yeah, like in
Classic-
Melee or 64, it was already a little on the long side in Brawl.
Yeah, classic mode was just kind of weird in Wii U. I don't know what it was like in 3DS though.
3 deaths to the same conveyor belt. I'm tempted to use a leaf just so that's unlikely to happen again. I'll do it next time.
I don't remember any other stage with conveyor belts. Now that I think,
Really?
Uh,
The stage in
I don't remember any other ones.
Yeah, the last 6 one had one.
I didn't notice.
Where even am I? Probably should have built a bridge.
Just what I needed.
who needs to build bridges anymore?
Just what I needed.
You do in Super Paper Mario 7-4.
Ugh.
Whatever, man.
My reaction as well.
That's what Thudley's for. I didn't once figure out how to do that trick. There we go. I didn't make the jump. I made the jump, and then I overcorrected. Sigh. Alright, leaf time. And star time. When else am I gonna use these items?
The final stage.
As long as I have 1 star and 1 hammer suit, we're set. This is why I never end up small at the end of this level, apparently.
The last castle in this game is surprisingly easy.
I want to imagine that was just a nice reward for the player. Because again, maybe I was just really terrible at this game, even though I said I was terrible at this game. But
I mean, it's
playing it back,
it's not like it's an easy level. It just feels easier compared to what comes before it.
Yeah.
ain't that the truth?
The case in Mario World. I don't know if it's just me, but I find Bowser's Castle in that game really hard.
Super Mario World, I had a lot of fun in Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, depends on what rooms you go in.
There's that one where you have to run really fast
Yeah.
through those crushing pillars, and I've never been able to do it right.
Just wait 5.5 seconds or something. No.
That was the one that I had the most fun in, actually, that room.
I like the
Yeah.
I like the one with all the charging chucks in it, obviously. Number 8.
And there was the one with the little Sparkies, if I recall.
Yeah, that one was interesting.
Odyssey to have charging chucks in a 3D game.
And now Super Mario 3D World's charging chucks, they look pretty great.
Oh yeah, they were in that game, weren't they? I have a hard time remembering enemies in that game sometimes.
Apparently the OG strat of stand at the right of the screen and jump doesn't work in this version.
Did it work in the old versions?
Apparently. It worked out for Pooh and Mitch. I always used to think this level was so hard for some reason. It's really not difficult.
You have a lot of things thrown at you, so if you just decide to leave them all on the screen, sure. That's a good challenge run, actually.
What?
Have mercy on every single enemy that you have in this game. Don't KO anything except the necessary KOs.
Does that include cannonballs? Are they sentient? Alright, let's try to get there with a hammer suit and hope that Pooh doesn't reset our console. Always afraid I'm gonna get hit by those lasers. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do it again without the Starman anyway.
As long as you're running at full speed, I don't think those can hit you.
I don't know if I trust that. Okay. Yes, you really have to be going full speed, though.
It might have been easier in like the NES version.
I know I'm overcautious, so I just jump anyway.
Yeah. And the easy clip. You can get to the fast route here on the top way more easily that way. Well, I I guess we can get to the fast route some other way. I don't even know the other routes, so I'd very much prefer to do the top route.
Yeah, I don't even know what the bottom route's like.
I like how only the one statue in this room fires a laser. All the rest just do nothing. Like, you gotta wonder if that was even intentional.
And then was it Mario World where the statues started jumping around at you?
Yeah.
Those statues in Super Mario World. Those were fun to try to dodge.
Ah, drat it. Why is it the hammer suit has to always not quite survive to the end of a level?
It's too bad it doesn't block that fire. I forget how many hammers it takes to beat Bowser.
Yeah, the bottom half of Bowser's, like, hitbox doesn't actually, like, exist. But if you bounce like that, it does, so...
They just really didn't intend you to sit there.
Dang it, I keep jumping the gun. Please don't land off-screen, Bowser. I need you to fall.
Which is all part of the plan. You want to really complete this with the hammer suit?
I don't have another hammer suit, so that's not an option.
Oh dang. Thought you still had one in inventory.
I don't think I did. 85,000. Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
Just barely hit 2 million.
I'll never be able to see this ending the same during one of Vinny's corruption streams, where Peach became a pink Luigi in a frog suit. Like, I'll never be able to forget that.
I like how they changed her text in this version, so she's not like, just kidding, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm wondering if it was like that in the original, like, Japanese version. Oh, right, and we don't get the original ending music, we get the true ending music that they added in this version. And we get the actual staff credits as well.
What, did the original not have those?
Nope.
Huh. Strange.
Also, these weren't animated scenes in the original game, obviously. They were just
Yeah, I
like the
remember.
little cards with some unique sprites in them, even.
And also in the original, it was just, every world was just like grassland, desert land.
Yeah, I think that was... Like, I think they fixed those names in the All-Stars version, if I remember correctly.
I mean, not that these are much more creative, but it's something.
The Sky! What, you mean that's not?
That's the best name.
Just in case you didn't know.
And they changed Iceland to Iced Land, if I remember correctly. Just because, you know, copyright, like, litigation from the country of Iceland.
Yeah, that's what they're really worried about.
Good job, localization team, for it.
So I love how these aren't actually segments of actual levels in the game, for the most part.
What, they're just random... Yeah, they're just random whatever levels made
If you
solely
wanna
for the
call-
ending.
Look at the ending levels, yes. So gotta love how World 8 is called Bowser's Castle, even though that's just one singular.
It's a very large castle. with outer walls and tanks and moats and so forth. Now we get the Select a World theme, which is a remix of Versus Super Mario Brothers of all things, which people probably either know from Super Mario Brothers Crossover or Mario Maker now, since it's the bonus music for the Mario 1 stages. Yeah, now you can walk by Hammer Bros on the map and engage them as you see fit. You can replay any levels you want, you can go back to any world you want, and you can farm hammers and break every rock you wouldn't normally be able to. Actually, I'm curious if you can break this one here. I'm gonna try. Let me go fight one of these for a hammer.
Looking back, I liked how 3D World brought back the tank stages from this game. The same sort of concept.
Yeah, I do mind them as auto-scrollers in that game when you have to play them 5 times for 100% completion.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
I guess I can show off the music box music when there are actual things to put to sleep.
Just what I needed.
Man, they should have changed it to a sleepy sheep. You know, I'm actually curious how in the RPGs how susceptible to sleep Hammer Brothers are.
I assume not abnormally so.
I would just like to see if they intentionally added that detail from this game.
Nope, nope, you can't break that rock. Dang it, man. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to. Not that there's any reason you'd ever have a hammer in World 1. Oh well. Well,
It was worth a shot.
well, that's been Super Mario Bros. 3, Mario Advance 4. I will show off the e-reader levels in later streams. That is my plan, at least.
How long would that take?
Don't know, honestly. Probably another few hours.
Wow, that much? I thought it was just like a small handful of levels.
No, I think, isn't it at least 32? Am I missing?
Yeah, there's like 38 levels. And
Wow, that's a lot more than I thought.
by and large, there are some that are really short, but by and large, they're pretty long and more difficult and more intricate. The word that I'm trying to say than these. For one, they have for one they have advanced coins like the Mario World levels.
Do they have checkpoints?
No,
Longer stages?
they do not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Since no stage in this game has checkpoints.
Oh,
Wouldn't that have been nice?
maybe for some of them. Oh, I reckon this is
Go ahead.
been a stream.
Mm.
So I will see you guys around, and you can follow me on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. Check out my Discord, it's been linked in the video and in the video description. And I will see you all next time. This has been JDAster64 and co-commentators.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye and see ya.
Yep, that's my name.
Cloudy K9 is that guy.
That's me. That's Dark Mario over there.
That's me.
I'll see you guys